shit. What a podcast. I'm lying. I got these. Hold on one second. Okay, I got these damn headphones on. I was messing with my damn speech. Basically, so let me get behind myself or in front of myself. Huh. This is going to be the worst intro ever. This is one of the craziest podcasts. This is my birthday podcast, basically, where me and my friends got trashed. And by friends, I mean people that have been all on the podcast before, except for one random dude that was Tessa's friend. That I think his name was CJ. Anyway, before we get to that, we are officially sponsored, I think, still, by Many Visions Apparel. Now, you've heard Bobby on the podcast several times, and some of his partners in his venture, his business called Many Visions. This is a clothing slash, you know, he has more stuff every time I go into his shop and the kiosk in the mall that I can't really describe it by just calling it a clothing store. So this is a store for your vision as well as theirs. They created it basically with, Bobby's perspective of people. He just wanted to create something that was a part of him and a part of everybody around him and a part of the scene he was a part of, and just work with great artists, local and elsewhere. And, he's come up with an amazing place to sell his merchandise and just an amazing community of people now that come together all the time to support other people and support the community. So I'm really happy to be sponsored by these guys. Basically, I got a sheet here from the first podcast. Okay, let me get to where I was. So basically, Many Visions has a wide array of clothing from sweatshirts to hats, pins, and much more. How the product is good for yourself and others. Well, I just did that. Talk about the artists on the clothing. I'm about to get there. Jesus, I'm arguing with myself on a intro. Anyway, you can order their products at manyvisionsapparel.com or stop in the store at Mandan at 102nd Avenue West in Mandan, North Dakota. Now, before we end this, it was founded in 2013. Tell you a little bit about it. Basically, some of the artists that you'll find on their clothing and etc. is Chris Dyer, Luke Brown, Mugwort, and many local artists also. So man, guys, wow, I apologize, ladies. You know I love you. But, guys, see, I use guys to describe everybody, which is terrible. Everyone. Bobby Many Visions is an amazing company, so check out their products at least. If you listen to this podcast and support me, support them. Even if you don't wear any of their stuff like I do, I got a couple of their stickers and shit like that. Basically because it's super quality and there is a price tag on it, but it's worth the buy. So again, check out manyvisionsapparel.com and their store at 102nd Avenue West, Mandan, North Dakota. Now let's end this sponsor. Let's get back to this podcast that I was talking about. Basically, it was my birthday podcast. I tried to edit everything that was terrible that we said during this podcast, but I might have missed a few. I hope I didn't. But anyway, it was so much fun. And this is 2 weeks later after the fact. I've been in a mental stump with the podcast. I'm waiting on a new computer. I broke a sound card device for the microphone. So I've been in a stump. And I'm finally getting this recorded. I'm so happy I'm doing this finally. Because it doesn't take much time, but when you try and do it, you think it takes time. So it's kind of a mind fuck. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoy it. It was a blast. I got really fucked up. So did everybody else. And we just sat and we played several artists that had been on the podcast. I can't believe I got all these guys together, for one thing. Let me introduce them. So I had Tessa Shaw, who hosted it for me. So thank you, Tessa. I love you to death. You have helped this podcast pretty heavily compared to a lot of other people, which I'm not downing them at all. But I feel like you really believe me, and you've never told me that you believe in me, but I feel that like you do. And that really feels amazing to have at least one person. Just one person believe in you is one of the greatest feelings in the world. And then also Charles, one of my best friends, who's been on the podcast so many times. Hold on one second. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, wow. This thing is junk. Anyway, Charles is amazing as always and funnier than hell. Let's see here. Who else is there? There was a ton of people there. Oh, Lucas Conlon. Natalie Esslinger, Skylar Hughesby, and was that it? There was the random dude too. That's who I keep thinking of. The random dude, CJ, I think it was his name. Anyway, I'm sorry, Guy, if you listen to this and you get offended. I meet so many people that I'm sorry. I just kind of forget faces and forget names so much. My memory bank in my head is running out of everything. But, like I said, we had a blast. I've left this intro at 6 minutes, so that is perfect. I hope you guys enjoy it. This was Scott's 28th birthday bash with all sorts of fun people, and enjoy it. Take it with a grain of salt if we talk shit about anybody. If I get way too shit. There is a point in this podcast where I black out so hard that Natalie took over while I was editing this. I listened to it, and I promise to you, I hope I don't do that again until my next birthday. Because that was one thing I told myself to stop doing is, Scott, stop getting fucking wasted. It's just so much fun when I have fun with good people. So, Scott's 28th birthday bash. This is the Birds Fucking Cold podcast. Enjoy. Boom!
It's fucking cold.
The unofficial North Dakota Boredom Podcast.
If we could get Baron Yager on board.
Dude, one day we will get Baron Yager.
Yep.
What the hell does that mean?
Tell him, Charles.
Well, that was...
Just tell him.
You know it's going to be great when it's offered as a free shot in a bar. And of course, we all try. It was the nastiest thing ever. We all just died from it. And, and of course, we spend like 20 minutes. We're all
that was that second podcast we were talking about.
So then we keep bringing it up every now and then as a possible sponsor.
Yeah.
If they're listening.
Charles would do ads when I went to go take a piss.
No,
or something, or a cigarette. He'd start doing random ads, and I'd re-listen to it. I'm like,
I can't remember.
Fuck?
What the hell was the Baron Yager again?
This shit. We never figured it out. Like, we just never figured out what kind of booze it was.
Oh, yeah, and it's drought stout. It's actually not too bad.
I like it. Yeah, we never figured out what kind of booze it is.
I've never seen no Guinness in a white bottle.
I know, it looks cool. That's kind of why I bought it.
I don't know why you would want a Pelican to be drinking, but it's on the bottle.
I think that's sweet.
And it's pointing east.
I know.
I don't know if it's really fair to you to try and tell that Pelican how it should live its life.
He's going east. Looks happy.
Did you see that Skylar asked if anybody needed merchandise?
No, I didn't.
Because Natalie's buying a t-shirt from him. So he asked us all if we wanted to buy some merchandise. Skylar.
Merchandise for what?
Yeah.
His band, his music. Like, he's got a t-shirt.
Well, I feel like I should listen to the
Oh,
band
they're
before
here.
I buy the shirt.
So who wants to go up and greet him?
I guess I will.
1, 2, 3, not it.
You want to?
I will.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's my house.
Cool.
I'll be
Yeah,
like,
Seems like it should be your job.
That's perfect timing, because then I can introduce
Hashtag
everybody.
Kings.
If anybody's gone
That's
to the wrong
perfect
house
timing,
yet.
though. Now everybody's here and I can introduce them.
Yeah.
That's cool. That
I was
works
just
out.
wondering if anyone's gone to the wrong house by accident yet.
Oh God, we could tell that story really quick before Tessa gets here because I don't want her to know about it. So one street over, I thought it was her house. They have the same driveway. We went up to the door with all the equipment and knocked on the door.
Oh, on Curtis Street instead of Couch?
And this old guy, well, semi-old guy, like a
mistake a couple
45-year-old dude, walks out of this pickup that pulls up. And I don't know who he is whatsoever. And he looks at me and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And me and Charles look at each other. We're actually just about to do this music thing with our friend Tessa. I thought she lived here. And he's like, "No, my parents live here." And I was like, oh no.
Tessa's not here.
Oh no. Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh shit.
shit. Like,
What do your parents have a big old poster of a
what a
mushroom
great
in the living
birthday.
room?
Yeah, they did. They seriously had this like classical looking mushroom poster in their living room. I'm like, oh, that's gotta be Tessa's
This is
place.
definitely Tessa's place.
Like, that's what I
fucking
thought. So I rang the doorbell, knocked on the door, nobody answered. And right as I did that, this dude pulled up. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
See, I'm worried about the guy now. Like, it's my parents' place. There's no one home. Just
That's why I was freaking out. I was like, dude, we probably freaked him the fuck out.
Like, are
Like,
his
You're
parents
driving
gonna
a
get home
black
and yell at him for
Ford
hanging a
truck?
poster?
it was a pickup. I don't know.
There was some dude when I pulled up driving by all slow and sketchy in a black 4-door Ford pickup, and I'm like, the fuck is this guy's deal?
He probably
thought it was
literally
5
was
up.
like, I bet those guys just had the wrong house. And that's why he drove up here, curious, bored, and probably, my grandpa does that shit. That's why I'm used to this by now. But like, he fucking, like, people do that. They're curious about their neighborhood, and he probably pulled up and he was probably laughing, going, these fuckheads just had the wrong fucking street. Like, it's the same house placement, and the garages look
The
exactly
name of the
same.
street's almost identical.
But not even that. I just
And then
fucked
he
up
had
because
to
I've
hurry
only
up
been
and
here
get back
twice. I
home
thought that
for
was the turn.
Mom to cook him dinner.
Yeah, and I was
Like,
just
he was
like,
definitely
shit.
older. Like 45 to 50 is a good guess.
I was laughing and scared as we pulled out of there.
Man. It's probably house.
And then I typed in the GPS.
Neighborhood watch. You're lucky you didn't get shot at.
For real.
Well, dude, we were
Well, he's
really
white,
nice.
yeah.
So I mean, like I tried
She's
not
sorry.
to act as
She's alright.
sketchy as possible. I literally said, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. We literally probably have the wrong house right now. Well, sorry about that." And we left. Like, holy shit.
It would have been a lot weirder if he did. This isn't my parents' house. I've been coming here for years.
I did
That's
that in an
something I
apartment
do
building.
when I'm old and I'm just like fucked up in the head. I don't remember anything.
Are you
I'm
my
on the
son?
wrong door and you're a baby crying.
Just like,
Time to go.
no.
God, that's the first time I think that's happened to me in a long time.
Chainsaw and screaming.
Time to
Yeah.
go.
Could
It was
just
just-
imagine what
it
he
was
thought.
just
Like,
so
we're carrying a
party.
bunch of
Alright.
stuff.
Yeah, but none of it was beer or anything. We had my suitcase, which looks sketchy because I'm carrying along a suitcase.
And the mic stand.
I'm here to spend the night.
And a mic stand.
We're here
and
for
they're
the
probably
interview,
like,
sir.
he's probably like, what?
That was your date?
I did say music stuff, hence the mic stand. So, like, hopefully that was...
Yeah, tell him to fuck off.
Well, not even... Dude,
Let us in. We're here.
honestly, like, yeah.
This is where we are. We're doing it here.
Yep.
Like, hey man,
You've
what's
been
your deal?
selected.
Yeah, what a trip, though. No, you just gotta be nice.
Now you gotta tell him, like, hey, I didn't mean to.
Because people like that then start calling the cops. We don't want to do that. We're not doing anything
It was the
wrong. We're
cops.
just chilling as old guys, just drinking some beers
It was a
on my
fed.
birthday. Anyway, I probably should do a fucking little intro, shouldn't I? Just because it's been a while. I was hoping they'd be back down here. Anyway, everybody, if you're listening, this is the Birds Fucking Cold podcast, and it's my 28th fucking birthday, and life is great. I'm hanging out with some good people. Half of them are not here. They'll be here in a minute. They aren't here though. They're up there. They're somewhere.
Your homies in heaven?
No, fucking upstairs. What the fuck, bro? Jesus.
That's what it sounded like.
Just fucking with you. You're like, yeah,
Anyway,
boys aren't here.
this is a special birthday podcast.
Happy birthday.
I just wanted, instead of going out in the Zap Beulah bars doing nothing with my life, I just was like, how can I fucking talk everybody I like into the podcast? Oh, it's my birthday. I'll just sucker them into it. Just fucking tell them that. That was my first thoughts. Nothing mean by it. I was just like, yes, I have an excuse, you know.
Yeah.
Like there was no negative about it. It's because we live busy lives, you know. Getting someone on the podcast is rare for me, you know. It's still like I have to really con people into it sometimes because they're giving me their time, you know. So it's kind of, I'm really grateful for that. But I was like, yes, I have like a crazy excuse to get all my favorite people that are in town, you know. Wish Bobby could have came. I invited Bobby too.
He's still in Brooklyn. Or
Yeah,
he's probably flying
yeah.
back right now. I gotta pick him up at midnight.
And that's about it, actually. You know, like you guys have just been like reoccurring fun guests. So I was like, shit, let's just do a nice one. Where are they at?
They're not here yet.
Why did they say
They're at that other house.
Dude, don't tell her what happened.
Visitors tonight.
Ah, fuck. You're gonna listen back to this and be like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna warn you.
Dude, it's fine.
She probably said here as in.
She
here
said
at
hither.
Skylar's.
I am hither.
She was probably talking.
She's probably talking to
Skylar.
Skye. Fuck.
You got the group chat. Yeah.
I mean, at
I'm
least
an
I
old
knew
man.
I interpreted the energy correctly. Like, I was
I'm
like,
officially-
these guys being,
officially
like,
as of,
assholes and,
today.
like, not being serious, and, like, they weren't here yet, and I just
Well,
assumed.
I'll give you a shortened version so you don't kill me.
Like, shit.
We just went to the wrong house earlier.
They turned
I'll give
on
you a
Curtis
short.
Street.
It
was
was
a
that
whole block
street,
away, though, at
and
least.
it was the exact same placement. And this old
Yeah,
guy
the
came
driveway
out of
was
his
the
car and was like, "What are you guys doing here?" And I was like, "Well, I'm pretty sure this is my friend Tessa's place, and we were supposed to do some music stuff." And he's carrying the mic stand, and I got this suitcase. It
These
looks
guys
sketchy.
look legit.
I look like a dude about to rob a place. I'm wearing this fucking black sweatshirt.
No,
And
whatever.
it's just regular jeans. I look suspect as fuck
Lockpick.
Are
for that.
suspects.
Yeah, I know, right?
You never.
I am. And yeah, I never do it. I have high morals when it comes to stealing. I do not like that shit because I've had shit stolen from me, and it sucks.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I've just always even knew who it was, and I just forgive them. You know, like after a while, I just couldn't help it. You know, but yeah, that was sorry. And apparently there was a black pickup cruising around that looked like the one that was there. I know, right? Yeah. He probably thought this. I just said this earlier.
Maybe they were gonna be
If
like,
he saw my
"We
car
should
out of
do
here."
some music stuff.
Not even that. He was probably like, these fucking idiots had the wrong. Like, literally,
This happens all the
this
time.
is only a street over. Like, the houses look even the same. It's like literally opposite the next time you drive, just look at it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. Charles is like trying not to laugh his ass off the whole time. And I'm just like,
Well, I think the
fuck, dude. So we drove all the way down the street, too. I forgot to tell you guys this. And I typed your address that you had put on the group chat on
As
GPS.
quickly as I can.
And I was like, dude, we're supposed to turn around. That's what I looked at Charles. I was like,
What if it takes us back to that
yeah,
house?
that's it. I'm gonna freak out. Like, I'm gonna be so tripped out. You know what I mean? Like, I'd just be like, why is it taking us back to the same house? And then we get
Maybe we just
closer
need
to
to
the
ask them again.
destination on the
You're
GPS,
sure
and
this
the
is
map
where
zooms
it is?
out. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure that street right there is the one we were on. And it says we're supposed to go to the one, literally the next one up. It was 3 turns, not 2. And I was just like,
We can go
So
in
close.
circles on this
Uh,
couch.
oh yeah, and I've only been here twice too.
Yeah.
And I was cocky, and I was just like, I'll
know
remember
where I'm
exactly
going.
where to go.
There it was.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
It happens, but it's funny now that I think about it. It's actually hilarious because we were just like, I was freaking out, sort of going, "Fuck,
You are
dude."
My first thought was, why is this
I'm not freaking
45-year-old dude showing up at his
You
parents'
are
house when they're
freaking out.
gone? You
Man.
Okay, if that would have happened to me, I'd be tripped out. But I'm just kind of paranoid sometimes, and I live in Zap where that just doesn't happen. You know everybody.
If that happens, Zap, something's wrong somewhere.
Right, exactly. Like tornadoes. When all the people came and knocked on our door because we had the only basement in like the neighborhood on my street. And this is recent. This was that
Shit.
all those tornadoes
Yeah.
this summer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was this summer. That was crazy. Zap was surrounded on 3 fronts from tornado. You could see them. They're so close. And like all the neighbors just started running out of their fucking houses and coming to ours. And they're like, "Can we use your
Can we use
basement?
our basement?"
Yeah, can we use the basement?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure."
We were standing outside of work.
And I got
I'm videoing it, and this guy.
I have like a
Guys,
case
open-
of beer in the basement.
Let's
All
wait
the
to see
dudes
what
and
this
me just
does.
start
I'll let you
drinking.
know.
Exactly.
These guys I've
Everybody's
barely
so
talked
Come in
to.
and take care of you.
Yeah,
Right
they're
over
just
before you
like-
go right on top of that hill.
Foreman's.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, no, my roommates.
Oh,
But
dang
yeah. They all know I keep to myself in Zap usually, but yeah. Everybody
What's the
seems to
population
know.
of Zap?
Fucking like 300 people.
But it's
Right?
close to other areas.
You could walk
right?
today
I
into
mean,
town and back, but then you gotta still stand there and finish
There's a
your
Beulah
cigarette.
right there.
You get a decent workout in, running across
It was
town.
like a half hour.
Oh shit, I'm way off.
What's
right?
that?
There's nothing close to
How far
Zap.
is that from Beulah?
Oh,
From Beulah? Oh, 7 minutes.
Oh,
Oh,
Sam.
shit.
7 minute
that's
drive.
right there.
I went to
That
high
kinda
school
counts.
there.
See what I
Like,
know? Nothing.
Like, the thing in Zap, the cool thing to do was when you could finally get your license, you started driving.
And you'd leave.
Yeah, to school. You know, yeah, that too. But you know what I mean? Like, when we were in high school, it was like, oh, we could finally get off the fucking bus. You know, like, that was our thought process.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I could drive, I didn't fucking ever take that fucking bus again.
What's Beulah's population of kids right now?
3,500?
3,500 roughly.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was fun. I had fun in high school. We got into a lot of trouble. You knew that. You were hanging around, weren't you?
Yeah, a little bit here and there randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Random Bismarck person come say hi.
Right.
Hello. But I mean, all those small towns party like crazy. Like, and you just don't like coming in, you know, like thinking about Bismarck. Maybe they're here now.
Now they might be.
But we never know Pearl Barks and everything.
I'm so excited to see Skye. I didn't get a chance to tell him how good his set was at the show. But oh fuck, I've completely fucked you guys already. I should start I'll wait to introduce everybody till they get here.
Yeah, to be fair.
They probably know what's going on already.
My roommate's gonna pop in.
Nice, perfect, dude. It's your place, like I said.
Yeah, right.
Right. It's gonna be crazy trying to pick up everybody's voice with one microphone. But it'll work.
It's gonna be a good test for it, though.
Like I said, if anything, just get it more in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But right now, the way we're sitting at the moment, this actually picked up really good.
Yeah.
You know. Fuck. What's that dog? Is he Gary? Is that his name?
Pearl.
Pearl.
It's a she. Yeah.
Okay.
Earl.
Why did I thought Gary?
No, you said Carl.
Carl? Is that what I
Earlier
said?
you said it was Carl.
Good.
Which
People,
is closer
okay,
to-
like I
to
said, it's my
Pearl.
28th
Yeah.
birthday, and there was Sober October, and I barely drank since Sober October.
What kind of
Think
dog
about
is
it.
she?
So I'm still like
They know
really
a lot,
lightweight.
too.
Yeah,
Great-
little
great
lightweight
big,
right
yeah.
now.
It's nice.
It is.
Fucking
It is.
horse.
She's a cool pooch, man.
She's super nice.
Yeah, she-
I want one day like her.
Well, it's cool because it's a big dog, but it doesn't like shed a lot, you know.
That's nice.
We were walking up, like, what is that? He's like, oh, that's the dog. Like, that's a giraffe.
Right?
horse.
Dude, he looks so beastly too. That's what I love about him. Or her.
Jeez, man.
Sorry, I thought it was Gary.
Just,
Dude,
Right.
shit happens, man.
it's fucked up. It's disrespectful.
Bro, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I'm just kidding.
Shit.
Anyways, all these names, these are not people that are here.
Yeah, Charles is here, as you know.
Hello.
Lucas,
Yeah.
motherfucking Conlon,
And LJ, in case you
LJ.
forgot.
I did,
That's
for
okay.
sure. I'm terrible with names, ain't I?
You are.
He can
That was nice
testify
that
to
you
it.
just picked
LJ.
him up right there.
LJ's here. He's one of Tessa's friends. And these guys are just showing up. Skylar, what's up?
Jeez.
What's
Like,
up?
I can't call.
What's up?
I can't call.
How are
these
you?
things.
I love how she talked you into that. I was reading that while setting this up going. Of course.
The
What up,
T-word.
Natalie?
What's up, Scott?
What's
The
up?
T-word roped you in.
Yeah.
We're chilling. We're live, by the way. Oh, whatever live means. We gotta. I think it does pick up
Is
on
there a
that
place in here I can charge my vape?
That was hilarious.
No, but really.
Thank you. I love when you show up because you make me feel so much better about shit that I say sometimes. It's a win-win. Because I felt really stupid, like up till a moment, until you walked in. Actually, I really did. You guys made me feel stupid.
Yeah, I just need a plugger.
Oh, plug her
This is
over
a
here.
dope
But there's something where we plug her.
I love
unplug
it.
her. But we can unplug her.
Well, hey, thanks guys. Thanks for
Oh,
Skylar
I found
birthday.
another plugger.
This is awesome.
Do you want some tequila?
Good God, I brought champagne
Oh shit.
Mix them.
because
What would you call that as a mimosa if you had champagne, tequila, and orange juice?
Mimosa.
Oh, it's
sunrise,
like it's just like a sunrise.
tequila mimosa.
usually
sunrise.
it doesn't have tequila in it.
Oh,
it's just champagne
I was
orange
thinking of a
juice, isn't
classier
it?
name.
A tequila mosa.
tequila mocha.
A bubbly sunrise.
Simple enough.
Bubbly
Jesus.
sunrise.
I'm breaking open my champagne right now because I got 2 bottles.
Might as well.
Charles, you need another beer?
Actually, yes.
Which one do you
Bubbly
want?
agave.
We'll do the Alaskan.
The last one. That sounds. I think I'm gonna have one more Guinness.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
Hey, I bought that for everybody,
Okay.
and there's this shit. Oh yeah, and the bottle of champagne.
Might need that.
I'm gonna try this one first. Dope.
Popping bottles, baby.
Got some caffeine if anybody needs to like wake up.
Oh god,
I see
I
that.
might need that to be
You only have a
honest.
third of the can.
Dude, a Guinness and some coffee sounds
Rolls
so
in with the
good.
spike. There's like a.
Is that weird?
Surgeon's
Is that
General.
weird that Guinness and coffee sounds
Open 'em.
really
There's
good
what?
right now?
No.
Surgeon's
I've had it
General
before
water.
out of necessity.
That's what he was telling me. That it says you're not
I
supposed to
used to work at the
exceed
power
1/3 of the
plant
can
in Beulah.
a day.
Yeah.
So I fucking
Kinda
we
light.
drank
I
some
know,
weird
get the-
shit
oh, yeah.
like to get through night shifts sometimes. Like we would drink like okay, what do we have? Guinness. We
Just have a
we
fucking
definitely need
nice
coffee
Alaskan,
to
yeah.
wake up for this night shift. We were drinking all day, cause that's where we fuck up. Is like me and like my buddies I was living with that were all doing construction and shit at the power plant. When we would get put on night shift, we would try and get super drunk as early as possible. So we would take like a long ass nap before we'd go to work at like midnight or whenever. And we'd get super drunk but just couldn't sleep. So that's when the Guinness and coffee shit popped up because we'd be like, all right, well, we couldn't sleep. We got to not sleep now for another 12 hours. And we need liquor in us also to keep this going. Otherwise, we're going to fall asleep for sure if we stop drinking. So we did some pretty stupid shit.
Just make sure you never show
Like
this to
on
your future
site.
employers.
Yeah.
So this is why.
Oh, they know. I talk. No, I didn't get fired. I
Listen
quit.
to all of his.
quit.
Yeah.
quit.
What
I
was your
quit.
job?
I would have stuck around for
I know,
another
right?
5-10
But
minutes.
those-
I think no matter what
Well,
you
hey,
can do, you can do whatever the fuck
I
you
didn't
want in North
finish.
Dakota.
The thing is, though, I
Shit,
didn't
doing
start-
concrete, people would be doing heroin, passing out in the fucking vans.
I didn't start
Gross.
this, guys. These were my supervisors doing this shit.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I did
yeah,
not.
of course.
I did not.
You're sad.
The
I
supervisor's
was
the only one making
scared
enough
to
money.
do this. I was like, I'll be that guy right now. I was scared to
Waxman.
do this. I was like, we're gonna fuck up something. They're like, no, just fucking do it. So,
I'm gonna hold off for now.
well, I guess
Give me a
here's the
minute.
turning 28.
Don't look like
Happy
that.
birthday.
Fuck
you,
my
man.
life.
You old fucker.
Happy birthday.
No. We're not
Oh,
doing
is it
that
your
on the
birthday?
podcast. Yeah.
Oh, today's your
That's
birthday.
why we decided to do this. Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
told you.
I don't
Happy
wanna
28th
say-
birthday, you old
You guys
bitch.
are
Wait till
jerks.
we're super drunk before, or I'm at least super
Well,
drunk
to be
before
fair.
singing.
Well,
What
get
if we
your-
sing it a
they
couple
showed up
times?
Why
with
don't
no
you get
English.
your
Wait
ass
till there's
super
no
drunk
way
then?
possible we're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
Happy
exactly.
birthday from Applebee's to you.
You,
Wish it was
yeah.
your birthday so we could party too. Hey.
I remember that.
Goodness.
I wish we had a saddle to put your ass on.
Actually, it
I was gonna say, Tessa,
it was something new. It wasn't new.
Fucking line dance around your ass
Oh
on
no,
a
you worked at
saddle.
Roadhouse?
Oh man.
Whoa.
Oh,
Radio
man.
Texas Roadhouse after this.
Oh no. Well, we do need to find a place to take
How do
Charles.
you get the people to
'cause-
dance, or do they just do it whenever they feel like
Because
it?
Charles doesn't have an
They're
ID, so we
mandated.
can't go to a bar.
You
That's the
have to
shitty
dance.
part.
You know how you
Nobody's
get people to
listening
dance?
to me.
Yeah.
Play that
That's
funky
awesome.
music.
That's okay. Cheers.
That's
Damn
how
it,
you
yeah.
Skylar.
That's not what
How
they
many
play
times do I
there.
have to tell you that?
I need to try that.
Oh,
It's
man.
actually
It's like
Amazing.
fucking
Oh shit. Hey, bro.
like
super
soda.
sweet.
You wanna do it again? Can
I
you?
got you.
Awesome.
How old are you?
I'm really
30?
terrible.
Are you 30, Scott?
Man.
Happy
I'll
birthday,
still look
Scott.
the same.
Congratulations
I
on
don't
turning
age.
34 today.
Yeah.
Let's just
Scott's
make it older
34
as the
today.
nights go on.
Yeah. Let's do that. Today,
do it.
right now,
How
we're
old are
celebrating his 21st
28.
birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta start at 21.
I'm starting to realize like the birthdays don't matter that much. Like
Oh, they
25 was awesome
But they
because your
don't matter.
insurance was
They
so
matter,
shit
they
goes
do
down.
matter.
Hey,
Well, no, I know that. I know they matter, but I'm just saying, like, you finally start to realize nothing, like, super good happens. Like, 18, buy tobacco. You know, like, 21, drink beer. 25,
citizens
insurance goes down a little bit.
Well, I mean, once you
Like,
turn
these are-
25, you can no longer apply for MTV's The Real World either.
Oh no.
Damn it.
So yeah, there's ups and downs.
That
Right?
was my dream.
I
Remember
have
that?
4 months left to apply.
Oh, hey, I forgot.
Better get on it, man.
Yeah.
Skye,
Dude.
Skye, Natalie.
Thank
This
you.
is
You gotta at
Charles,
least
my
try.
friend from Beulah.
Hello.
He's been with me on quite a few of the podcasts. So
Are you from Beulah originally?
We grew up
Might
together.
as well be, yeah.
Like, I've known him since I was...
Yeah.
Fuck
I was
somewhere.
9 or 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you even got cupcake.
Are you from here?
Is it good?
I'm from Nickel Harbor.
They just gave it to me,
Oh,
pretty
it's
much.
weird, mine
They
not.
said...
I like
It has like
So-
100 people.
Okay.
Who's they?
Yeah, maybe. Totally.
Damn.
Yeah, tornado wrecked it like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Really bad. And everybody
Actually,
hung
it
up
was-
signs saying sightseers go home when I was sightseeing and
It
trying
was
to look at
straight line
Oh,
swings.
look at that.
Yeah,
so that insurance
allegedly.
companies could fuck everybody over. It was. It was really dumb.
Holy shit.
Cupcake champagne.
It's Skye, so what's going on, man?
Yeah,
How's the music going?
Just living the
I
dream,
thought- I
trying to
thought,
write some more music and
I
shit.
thought you were moving, dude.
I am. To
Okay, you
Minneapolis.
still are?
Oh yeah. Just saving up money, working
Yeah.
two jobs, trying to make shit work. I want to 2 or 3 months out of the next year, and I want to move, and I want to have a $5,000 security blanket and a Prius.
And a Prius.
Dude,
I hear they're
people
great
can say some
vehicles.
shit about Priuses, but fuck man, touring for like
Look at all that cocaine.
$250.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna start doing
$250
fucking-
to make it to the fucking coast.
I can't. I gotta start doing jokes from fucking the other guys now. If you say Prius again, I'm gonna start doing jokes.
As long as it ain't like Jeff Dunham, dude.
No. Jokes from the other guys. You ever see that movie?
Oh yeah.
The cocaine.
They had the hobo orgy in the back of the Prius.
Dude,
Which is essentially
every
what folk
time-
punk is. It's a
every
homeless orgy in the back of a Prius.
every time I hear someone say Prius,
I like
that's
that.
what I think.
That defines my
Is that
genre.
fucking
You know I like that.
Because when they get the car back after it gets hit with like a load of cocaine, they're like, "That's a lot of cocaine." Like,
Oh,
it
that
just
kind
made
of
me
party.
giggle. Charles,
No.
What is this?
who's this?
Champagne. Cupcake.
Right on. That sounds fun, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, I just started writing my album. I've been recording it. I've been learning how to write orchestral arrangements.
Yeah.
And that's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one by one, trying to figure out 9 different instruments, trying to give them all their own like slightly unique
What are you
thing to
trying to do
play.
to us, kill us?
No, it's made like that.
Sucks.
Oh.
Dude, what audio program are you using?
FL Studio all the way. I
Okay.
pirated it like a fucking Somalian.
Okay.
You seen one of those?
Trade.
This is made
Gotcha.
like this, or you
Yeah,
imported
no,
it?
it's made like
That's
that.
what I told him. I was like, you're
Surgical
trying to kill us.
steel.
Audacity's really all you
never
need.
seen
Yeah, I'm
and
getting
for
a new
what you're doing.
computer next month,
I
so
missed it.
They're called.
that's when I'm gonna
Rambies.
get the
No, I
movie
haven't
maker to
seen
start putting
Yeah.
these out on
If we
YouTube
die, it's
finally,
Lucas's fault.
and then also, you know, just
You're
better
fully-
quality.
saying that.
Fully animate them, but do it
I
using
mean,
like
it's on audio.
do it using a Flash South Park avatar creator
Wow.
from like 2004. You know those ones we all used to
Dude.
play with.
Yes. I still have a freaking one of those on my Facebook somewhere, standing in front of South Park Elementary School. Me, South Parked out.
Yeah, I never
We're
got
all
into
homeless
that.
and shit.
Oh no.
I never got into South.
See, this is the
to be
purpose.
honest.
Oh, that makes sense.
Did you not have cable as a kid?
I did, but I'm 28,
That's
so
when it
The
gets down
Simpsons was what it was all about. when I
Oh
was growing
yeah.
up.
I thought this was
Yeah,
your
but The
21st
Simpsons
birthday.
kind of deteriorated.
Really? Do you know how many times I played in a bar?
Absolutely.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, Scott.
Hashtag gullible.
Yes.
Right on.
Have you guys watched?
Right
Oh,
on.
So there's a
I don't know
new
where that is.
Sabrina on Netflix.
This dick?
And the chick always, I'm trying to think what she uses, but when she
I
like
don't know what that is.
smokes
My
her
fiance's
cigarette,
been
she's got a
watching
thing
the
that she like.
Fuck out of that.
What?
My fiance's been watching the fuck out of that.
I started watching it at 8 o'clock and I was up until 4 in the morning watching it. Then the next day I was gonna finish watching it. I was all excited,
Dude,
and then I was already halfay through the last
Oh,
episode.
it
so
turns
when
into
was
a
done,
chick
I was
flick.
like,
Someone was telling me it was like
Yeah,
really.
it is not.
I just can't get
Oh,
over
it's
how
amazing.
bad
It
Sabrina's
is
acting is.
totally
The
not.
main
It's
actor,
totally
her
not.
acting
It's
They're-
bad,
is
but the
just.
storyline is good.
It's
They're
just
basing
it's
it off
time
of-
soap opera.
Is she at least a babe?
Each other.
She's cute.
She's a witch.
So
I
what's
mean,
not
yeah,
enough
but
about that?
just because she's a witch doesn't mean she's a babe.
But
true.
they're basing the show
you,
off
like,
of the actual
wow.
comic though, by
Is it?
Vertigo,
Like, all
which
witches
is
are
which is
sexy.
DC.
I don't know.
based.
After like
It was a
It's pretty
comic a long
graphic.
time ago, and that's what they based the first TV show off, the one, the like kid friendly one. You know, that
It
was
was a
actually
comic
based on that
book.
comic too,
Yeah,
but
in
in a
the
very
newspaper.
loose, teenage way, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
so
but
it's
look
not
what they did to
dangerous.
Riverdale.
Exactly, they really fucking twisted that shit. But
yeah,
Sabrina
I finally looked at my
Witch
fiance. I was like, "Did any of this happen in the comics?" And she goes, "I don't really think so."
In the comics, Sabrina's one, it's actually very dark. Like it's by Vertigo.
Oh,
which
this
is
is
a
dark.
DC.
It was dark. It got. I was impressed with it. I like
maybe the first couple episodes, and then it got
I'm not
to
hitting
be
that
so
one again. Sorry, bro.
Totally. Like it was still not really. It was
I thought it did, but as a dude, it just kind
Take
of
a
like,
break.
yeah, this seems like a soap opera. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man.
Ow.
Dude, I'm
You
good.
always have to have
I'm
that shit
good.
though for
Are
some
you
reason.
I'm
True.
great.
We're only how many more minutes into this shit? It feels like
God.
it's been like 2 hours.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck?
And I know it's only been 10 minutes.
That's how it always is.
30 minutes, that's not bad.
Except usually
I'd
it feels
say
like
it
it's
feels
been
like
like
it's
10
been
minutes
two.
and it's been
Right.
5 hours.
What?
I feel like it's been 2 minutes.
Really?
And it's been 30. It's gonna go by.
Oh, yeah.
Too
I
fast.
have
We weren't
fun.
present for like the first 10
Dude,
minutes.
so let me ask
Yeah,
you,
'cause you guys
Tessa,
made
how
me
to...
Yep.
You
We were
guys-
like
Get her out.
telling a bunch of secrets and shit.
Tessa, tell me how
They like go upstairs.
how you felt when fucking the shit didn't go through. What
Cried.
was your feel? Because we should address that since we talked about
I
it so much
cried.
on the podcast.
I cried and
Oh,
got
yeah.
drunk.
I got
Did you?
wasted.
I got so
see
fucking
this.
We
shit
were
faced.
there. I saw you there. We were
I
there.
got pretty drunk myself.
Is what?
I went home and I just was like,
I got a wicked type of angry shit
Whack.
faced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whack.
After voting, is that what we're talking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what
voting
did I
it.
do? I don't even remember.
Yeah, angry drunk. I cried on the way home by listening to a song. Probably made the. Yeah, but I mean, you know, still waiting made it to. But I had to do the next day to be like, well.
We got the ethics committee though, so that's good.
Yeah.
Which means Wayne Stenjum's about to eat his own asshole.
There you go. He probably would like to do that.
Here's the thing, though. I
There you
mean,
go,
they
Matt.
can rewrite the shit however the fuck they want when they actually put it into effect. So I mean, we'll see what they do to it. That's the only thing. Because they'll say, "Oh, they didn't know what they were voting on. It's voting on, so we got to rewrite it for them."
How many of the people who voted no for it liked the deal that, what was the other state that passed it?
Michigan?
Yeah, everybody I've talked to said, God, why didn't we do what they did? Like, people that voted no for it in my county are just like, we really liked the way Michigan did it.
And it's like
And I was I looked it up and it was decent. Like, it
was
was a
different,
decent
yeah.
measure. It was,
Well, they only
Really
had, they still
worded
only
it.
had an ounce on it. You could only have an ounce
Yeah.
on limits, and then what was the other
Well,
thing?
I don't know. Like, the arguments are endless.
I've been so
especially with the
invested in
way
North Dakota.
There's just a natural prejudice, so it doesn't matter how they worded it. It wouldn't have passed here. It's not.
Well, what I'm saying is
Look how long it took California to pass it.
have said that they liked what Michigan did. That's all I'm saying. I'm not lying to you guys. I heard this.
I
Like,
just
that's
think we could have been like the Wild Wild West. Like we could have had that. You know, like
Yeah.
we could have been like
But-
Cool idea.
everybody can
But
have.
the thing, the
I was prepping to
shitty
grow
but
35
beautiful thing
plants in my
about-
basement
Oh, I
before
know.
that.
well, hey, I do need to say this though. The beautiful and shitty thing about, you know, the United States is that we do get to vote on this shit, whether or not you believe conspiracy theories that it's rigged or not.
My thing
That's
is how
the
many
thing,
votes
and
were
basically
missing.
the vote said no, so that means that the people said
That's
no.
one thing. The other thing that
You
really
know,
pisses me off.
like
Well, it's okay. This is really a nursing
Yeah.
home state, so all those people are gonna die off in a couple of years.
the
All the
amount-
voting
Savage.
power is gonna shift to the young people that
Savage.
are
Yeah,
left.
but the problem
It's true.
savageness.
It is true,
I,
but the
I
problem
love
is-
it, but
There
savage.
are still people our age that
They don't-
didn't vote.
they don't
That's
realize
what-
Exactly.
They don't
Yeah.
realize how much
I've had
happier they'd
fun-
be
I
if they
have
just
so
tried.
many friends that they work at plants, and then all they do is go to the bar all the time and get fucking
Yeah.
wasted
Dude,
and
the
do
amount of
coke
people
all
that
the
didn't
time,
vote-
and then they're gonna judge you because you smoke pot.
But the
like a
thing
good
I'm
deal.
saying
And
is,
it's like,
but hey, this is what I'm
Okay.
saying though, guys. Is that all those people, I'm
Yeah.
good actually. All those people that you just described, like that I've heard in my like area, which is quite a bit, have all said that they liked that Michigan deal. That's what they all said. It was weird. They're all like, we voted no because we didn't like the wording, but the wording in that deal, we really.
I'm curious how many of the people
Have
that
you heard
say
that?
ever
I heard
read
it quite a
the
bit,
wording.
especially where I work.
Right?
in
Like,
Jimmy's.
really none of them.
Well,
You know,
Just
like
to
I
get
deliver
some-
a lot of pizza to people, and I have a lot of people in Beulah on my Facebook, so we talk when I do that, and they all say, "Hey, we know you were really for Measure 3, but you know, I just didn't like the wording, and I really like the one that they have in that, you know, Michigan State. You know, we saw that, and we really actually agreed with what that one said." Like that's what people told.
Was it just
I'm
that
curious
far
as to
away for some
whether
people?
they read either.
Yeah,
of them.
exactly. It wasn't like super.
Or if they're just
What you would say,
repeating what
and
they saw on
you
TV.
could say our measure 3 was a very liberal measure
Yeah.
in terms of what they think.
Well,
But
it
Michigan's
depends on what
wasn't.
you mean by liberal.
That-
like the definition
exactly,
of liberal is
that-
such a
it-
loose term. To
it
be
is.
honest, it's,
Yeah.
it would be more
is a
They
loose
really
term.
do have like a super prejudice against pot
propaganda,
built in though to
like
begin with.
They do.
Because the same North Dakotans who are saying that this bill didn't have enough government regulation over it are the same people who are bitching 24/7 like, oh, I don't want the government in my pockets, I don't want taxes, like all this shit.
Right.
But, like all these wannabe libertarians all of a sudden just switch their shit around when it comes to pot.
But what I'm saying is that I have heard.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is what I've heard, man.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with it or disagreeing with it, but basically what I've heard is a lot of people say, hey, we didn't like this thing and we like theirs more. Like the
But once
idea
again,
of it more.
I posed the question: did they read either one?
The
Or
way
are they
they
just
talked,
repeating something
they
they saw
actually
on
did,
TV?
because it was all over the news. Because they were
yeah,
watching that
all
news
over
for
the
Measure
news,
3,
just
but
mean
they
they
also
read it.
put down where else that's passed, usually, if it's a marijuana bill.
Everybody just doesn't.
That's where they hear
Everybody
about it.
thinks like an ounce of weed is a lot to have
I
on
know.
per person. Like that's all you have to realize. And so like when people see like you
Yeah.
have no regulation on how much somebody has on themselves at one time, people are like, oh my god, they have pounds. It's like, well, think about that. Like how much it takes an ounce to pay probably 2 pounds of butter to make some edibles. And if you choose to not smoke weed, like, and you choose to make it into a concentrate, like, like how much of a pound is just going to turn into, like, maybe, like, a gram to 2 grams of fucking concentrates.
Yeah.
It's like, how long
But
is that going to last somebody?
That thing didn't.
You know what I mean?
You
In
know,
that
like
sense, like the
they
quantity
would
and
listen to
quality,
what you
people
just
don't
said,
think
and they
about
would.
that.
Yeah, exactly. But they would listen to what you just said and been like, I don't care.
Yeah, they don't
Well,
even
that's
want to
just
read that.
part of
That's
being
what
an
I'm
That's the
saying.
thing. They
is,
just
uh,
they don't.
They're
yeah.
stuck in their
Yeah.
ways.
Generally
But I'm
do
saying
that.
those people
It's
said to me
seriously
they
the law.
like that deal that Michigan got. That's all I'm saying.
Well, next time ask.
I'm
them
just
if
putting
that's
it
a
out.
lot
I
of
have some
time.
friends
I'm putting it
living
out,
in Michigan
yeah.
right now, and they're fucking.
Yeah.
Excited.
A lot of plant
Oh
workers.
gosh.
I
A lot of
can't
people that watching it.
So
Like,
the head of the campaign of Measure 3 ends up, he's the one who wrote the bill. Eric, he's moving back to Michigan. He's from Michigan. He's like, I'm not even part of this campaign anymore. David's staying. David's going to stay and still push through, but Eric's
Right.
out. Eric's like, I'm not even
Also, we're gonna lose a lot of North Dakotans to Canada.
Oh, I
We're
want
gonna,
to go.
we're gonna.
I want to go to
Out of how
Winnipeg.
many states are gonna be paying
Dude,
so
hey,
much money
I
in
just
taxes?
listened. Did you
Think
listen to
about
that
it.
new
You
Joe
have,
Rogan
You have a
podcast?
country that's completely
But, hey,
legalized right above.
Did you listen to the new Joe Rogan podcast when
Which
they had
one?
the
Celestial
Canadian
Rock
guy on
for a
that
long
got
time.
sued? Did you
It
listen
is
to that?
pretty
new-
cool.
I
Mike
don't
Ward?
think I've heard it yet.
But,
Depends, you gotta say the name, maybe.
Mike Ward, I think was the name. But this guy's from Canada, and he told a joke on stage, and he got fined $80,000 because Canada does not have free speech laws like we do in the States. If you say so, and it was on a special of his, he was a comedian, and it
What
went
was
on
it, slander?
TV.
Was it promoting violence?
He he's a dark humor comic that made a joke about this boy that had cancer and was supposed to die, and he became kind of famous in Canada, and he made a joke on stage stating that basically like, man, you got famous and shit, when you gonna die? Like, we just kind of all thought you were gonna die and you're not dead yet. It was dark humor. It was like, that's what I'm saying. But he's like, but that's my art. Like, it's an art form.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find movies for doing that in Canada. Like action movies where everybody's heads get blown off. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's not bad. But this guy got basically, there's a Human Rights Commission in Canada, and they'll take you to court and they'll fucking fine you $80,000 for saying that.
I don't really
amazing.
say that mean things.
You know what I mean?
I kind of want to
But
look
it's
it
a
up because
comic.
I'm sure there has to be
Dark
something more to
comics
that.
do that. That's the
No,
thing.
you're
They
right.
make
I'm
really
dark
dark.
comic. I
And
say
he's like,
something
I'm not a
Man, if I
retarded
walked down one road
boy.
in Canada, I'd be so
I'm not a guy who hates this kid. It was a dark humor joke I made up that killed on
I
stage.
could understand that.
He's like, I got people to laugh their ass off by the way I said it. He's like, that's an art form of comics.
I love dark humor.
Yeah, exactly,
To be honest.
exactly. And so,
Dark and
Everybody
robust.
does.
what do you
I
yeah.
hope so. But
That's-
there,
yeah.
I think there's some people
but these
who are
guys
Yeah.
got mad about it because he was a
Not a
famous
lot, though.
little kid. The parents got mad because he was a famous little kid who he ended up not dying. He's still alive. Even he's just, they got all mad and shit, and they told on him, and he got fined that much, and it's like, that's not right. That's just it's a joke on stage. It's like, I don't believe in that.
It's a comedy. What do you think?
It's a comedy.
He's drinking Skye plus Monster.
Yo.
I woke up at like 8 in the morning.
But what I'm trying to get to is if you move to Canada, have fun with that. You have no freedom of speech there.
I've been partying so hard lately.
It's holidays. That's what you're
Yeah,
supposed to do.
exactly. But what I'm saying is if you move to Canada, like your free speech is drastically cut.
I didn't mean that we're gonna lose Americans like that. I just meant with
I'm just
like
saying,
we're the one state that is like Minnesota is really good with not really good with their medical, but they've got medical. Montana has medical. What's next to that? Like everybody's legal besides us, and now Canada is legal. So our border is gonna be the one that everybody's getting in trouble for, and so North Dakota is gonna pay for all of it.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck them.
That's all I have to say about that is that people, they do create the black market because what's going to just keep going on and people are just going to keep getting in trouble.
Well, that's,
and they're going to be going to Canada, they're going to be going to Minnesota, they're going to be going to Montana.
I firmly believe that's the main reason that it didn't pass and it won't pass is because of the influence of the blue in this state. Everyone in this state is, black to blue. Back to blue, blah, blah, blah. And since the protest, the Dakota Access Pipeline protest, our state's police has beefed up times like 2. You know, like all the cops are rolling around like SWAT with M16s and, you know, fucking bulletproof vests on all the time. And
spraying people with water and below zero temperatures.
That's an industry that they have created, and they need to sustain these jobs. They need to sustain this huge jail that they built, this prison. Like, they need to have people in those beds, or else the people that paid through it by their taxes are going to be like, what the fuck do we need that for?
There are prisons in the U.S. suing the state they are in for not keeping their prisons full.
Dude, it's crazy,
fucking
man.
ridiculous.
But, like, on the cop thing, though, like, yeah, I definitely agree with you. There's a shit ton of corruption. But, dude, like, I don't want to talk, like, a shitload of shit about cops, because... I mean, there are a couple
he was just talking about how North Dakota beefed up.
Right, but I just want to state this, is that, like, if something really bad happens to you, like, you do call the cops. Like, you get robbed, you call the cops.
Oh,
like,
shit, I got a couple months ago. I didn't fucking call nobody.
Well, I know, but,
the last couple times I called, but, like, nothing ever happened.
Normal non-savages like us, like, I wouldn't call the cops either, to be honest. But, like,
I typically take matters.
Like, just like old people. Like we do need cops in a way, but there is a shit ton of bad shit happening. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We need peacekeepers.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
We need peacekeepers.
That's such a
the
stressful
citizens
job,
do not need to be policed.
And they don't. They don't. Yeah. Well, here's the thing with cops. One, they have a shitty like intake, basically evaluation where they barely do any like mental. Yeah, they barely do any mental testing to see if you're unstable and shit like that. Like, I mean, how many cops do you know that were nutcases? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I know a couple too.
See a cop for a couple months, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, where'd he go?
Nutcases, but they don't screen them good enough. That's the thing. And then 2, that's a crazy job. You see some fucking bloody shit.
I've always thought that too. I've always
that's
thought to be a
crazy
cop, it should
job
be kind of like
for a
being in
person,
the army,
for a
where
human
like,
being
you mentally
to
have to
do.
be very stable to see.
So like, yeah, we need those guys in
Being
society,
in the
but
army,
we need a better way of like
But
regulating
will.
all
No,
the
they
bad
will.
shit that happens. You know, they should be peacekeepers.
Body
you know
cams
what I mean?
body cams have been a great start.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they'll get there. I have faith still in humanity that we can do this. You know, like I'm trying not to be like a fatalist. Like, but sometimes I fail.
We can do it, but North Dakota's
You know, I fail and I get really depressed about how shitty things are. You know?
Well, that's why I just learned to be happy about like the really small things that are good that happen. Like even if it doesn't seem like much, like even with this election, like Kevin Kramer's ass got in, and like,
see that I don't agree with whatsoever.
failed.
I was very vocal on how stupid the fuck that was.
Yeah, marijuana ended up failing, but we still got the ethics committee, and like even though it's poorly worded, like shit.
Right.
We're going forward, just very slowly.
I wouldn't say
What's
it's
up,
poorly
Tessa?
worded,
It was
but
definitely
they just have the ability to change the wording of it when they implement it.
I forgot.
You know what
I don't
mean?
want to leave people
Like
out
with
in the
medical
podcast.
marijuana
So.
thing,
Well, I
they
was just
completely changed the language saying
What's
that,
up,
they
Charles?
didn't know what they voted for. And I just think it's bullshit. Exactly. So I'm just...
Hey, what's going on, guys?
See how...
What's up?
What do you mean?
Right? I just noticed there was 3 conversations going on. I was like, okay, I need to stop that. People listening are gonna lose their
500.
fucking minds. I gotta attempt to stay sober enough to just like keep the peace when we go off
You
the
want to know
rails.
everything. You gotta
And I
play
love
fruit
going
things.
off the rails, but we gotta do it together as a group, bonding in the
We are
podcast
now.
world
That's
right
exactly.
now.
That's why
Maybe
at
we
least
should take
if we
5.
all take a
You wanna
moment
take a smoke
and
break?
do
Reset.
peacekeep, everybody needs
Smoke
to
break?
like.
It's been probably 45 minutes.
It's been probably an hour. I want a cigarette.
I
That's
want a shot of
terrible.
tequila.
Yeah, let's pause.
Hell yeah, let's pause it. I'm down.
He lost it.
Reset our best
Actually, until we go, then
He's
we
my
pause it.
best friend.
If you're taking shots, then we gotta do that recording. I mean, I promised the people something
I'm taking a
epic.
shot, I'm just
Oh,
taking
my
a
I
God.
can't
Any
see
retarded
it.
commercial
I know,
here
but
for
it's
this
funny.
Happy birthday from Apple. We see you.
You know, here's what I believe in. Though.
Hey.
Thank you.
Work at Applebee's?
But like, so many people never watch Joe Rogan's podcast ever, and
He
has
started out as audio.
Yep, and he still has a huge presence, and I listen to it. That's it. I don't watch it on YouTube.
Oh, see, I watch it on YouTube.
Sometimes I do when I want to watch YouTube.
I don't
which is-
watch
I'm about to listen to like a
I gotta
6-hour
find this article
podcast
that-
on the Heavenscape cult.
Oh, really?
See, I always like
Past
listening to
3
him because I can do
days,
other things while I'm
Right.
Stop.
I've ate like nothing today on
I'm
purpose.
like almost to the stats where I lost my beer
Not
can
on
on my
purpose,
belly.
like.
I was like, oh, for the little smokies.
I've had some pickles.
I told Tessa, I was like, dude, you don't have to cook today.
I just made the little smokies.
Okay.
Thank
It
you.
sounds bomb.
They are pretty good. I think they're almost done for sure. Actually, yeah, it's right o'clock time. 8 o'clock.
Dope.
No.
Right o'clock time.
Right o'clock.
It's right
Right
o'clock.
o'clock time.
I want a cigarette still.
Right o'clock.
Cole's all the time.
I'm sure people try to shoplift
Stop
everywhere.
myself.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Like
People
Cole's
are
is like
fucking
the
crooks.
place to lift
I
that
used
everybody
to
does in
steal.
town.
I've actually noticed how you could do it.
I think about something
My
like
next
that.
girlfriend that worked there
Yeah.
for 5 years, and she said the same.
I
Roller will be
used to have a
better because
scam
they'll
to get free
get
magic
less
cards from
reflections
Walmart,
bouncing around up on the ceiling. you
That's
know
probably
I
what
mean?
that
Where I would
noise
go.
was I heard.
and I would grab
There
a.
was like
It'll
a
be
Good tighter
now.
sound
like
blower.
a
But
like
I
a
used to
crap.
go and
Like a
grab like
really
5
quiet
cards at
crap.
once and stack them over each other. And if
Yeah.
nobody was
It
watching,
could
you
be
could
the
just
mic
scan
over
that
shit,
one.
too.
All of them would become
Yeah.
like demagnetized
Which
at
is
once, and
fine.
it would only
I
scan
usually
one.
like
They were so
amplify.
lightweight that you could
But
get
I
away
got
with buying like
some
30
overtime.
cards for like the pack of like 5.
Are we
You get away
rolling?
with 30
Oh yeah.
packs.
Rolling.
One
Where's
person I
Skye?
knew would just like get a clearance ticket from like a clearance clothing and like stick that sticker over whatever she was scanning in.
Sir, you
You're
are
like,
being
but it
super
says
quiet.
this.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it says
usually,
What's
this.
I'm
up?
just a listener.
Are you?
Yeah.
Thanks for
usually.
coming, man.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Happy
it.
birthday.
Thank you.
23 now?
I wish. You
You're
guys
getting
fucking
older
guys
through the
like
night,
No,
remember?
you were
37,
21,
man.
22, now you're 23.
Scott, earlier you were 21.
No, no.
Now this
That's
session
too
you're gonna be
sensitive. I'm
23.
probably
He's
the
turning
oldest one
40
here.
now
How
over
old
the
are you?
hill.
33.
Yeah, later we're gonna be
7-year
like celebrating your
birthday
60th.
I'm 30.
Got to be.
The past few things I've been at, I've been the oldest person.
You know,
in
I'm
the
gonna
room,
call
and
it. I'm
they
gonna look
definitely make a
exactly the
fucking
same
point
when
of
I'm
telling me
40.
that, so it's nice.
What?
Like,
I'm gonna call it
You
right
got
now. I'm gonna look exactly the same when I'm 40.
I got you,
Think
bud.
so?
It's all right.
Yeah.
I will
I
too,
don't
minus
mind.
the teeth.
Right?
I'll be out of those.
I just have a feeling because I've looked exactly the same
As old
since
as
I
you
was a
feel.
kid.
Is this live?
True story.
Oh yeah.
Today I feel about 23.
Well, not
Some
live,
days I'll feel about
live, but it's
97.
recorded. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's whatever they call it. The fucking
I knew somebody who would open these with
Jack
their
the lighter?
teeth.
Oh, no.
Oh
That's
shit!
so
Hey,
bad.
while he's
I would
doing
do
it,
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
all
my
the time.
mom. Fuck that.
I need another beer while he's doing it.
Oh no. Just kind of
That is the worst thing to
Here,
watch.
can I see that?
Yeah.
This one's already
What
red.
is the worst thing?
Gotcha. Well, I mean, if you got like these decals on your lighter,
Yeah,
see how it'll rip it apart?
Yeah.
If it's someone else's lighter. I don't
Choose 'em.
like that.
Choose them up.
We got a human.
We have
I
like.
don't even want to say it because it's so fucked up. We got a human bottle opener.
What's
Uh,
so fucked
most,
up about
mostly
that?
just an experience.
That's what most
alcoholic.
bartenders are.
Right. That's true.
I
But he's
put mine
not
on the
getting
counter and I
paid. That's the
smash them.
shitty thing.
That's all
If
right.
I've woken up with like the side of my hand. just,
Later.
like-
Oh,
I don't do it at work.
I
I
thought
do it
everybody
at
Last
was.
and
I
white,
know
huh?
it's
Let's
the-
see how it's
Yeah,
doing.
it's
Smash them, then I go to work and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
I
my
tried to
God.
figure it out, but I cut myself.
Yeah.
I like my entire.
It's alright.
That's the worst when you get cuts
All right.
and you're dealing with alcohol all the time.
Yeah.
You like
I-
spill a
like I
little
said,
bit
I
on
can't
your
really
hand
tell
and it
if
just
it's better or
fucking
worse than
hurts.
the Amber
Or
than the
lime
half a beer
juice.
to
And
drink
you're just
here,
like,
though, too.
Oh, you're a bartender too.
Yeah.
You want to do this an hour later?
What's up?
Got another one of these.
Oh, let's wait.
It's
Just a little bit longer.
What?
Not
You're
too
an
long.
animal.
Scott.
We got time.
You should play the song first.
Oh, dude, I don't even. I'm
It's
not
your
fucked
birthday.
up enough to play yet.
Okay.
And I don't know what to
Funny,
play.
usually
Like
it
I'm
works
trying.
opposite
I've
for
actually
me.
been trying to run that through my head what I could play,
And I'm most likely going to get so fucked up, I'm just going to wing a song and make it up on the spot.
There you go.
Just because I won't be able to recall any song that I attempted to memorize because I'm terrible at it.
I have one song in mind. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too.
Whenever they go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. La 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 la.
To be fair, you do that.
We're
was
done.
At 1 point.
Yeah, we got this thing when the Buick guys get around each other. We sing this song as loud as possible on the podcast.
Fuck, we need to sing that loud.
It's been on
as loud as possible.
No, we're not. We're not the Buick.
3 and go. And John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. La 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 la. All right, that's it.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Good.
Fuck you, Chuck. That would have never happened if you weren't here.
I know.
That took a lot.
Well, no, we do it to annoy people at work. That's basically how it's.
Yeah.
It's the video. We talked about that on the podcast before.
That creepy video.
If you, sorry everybody if you've listened before, we're gonna repeat it, but just you're better at describing it.
Oh God.
Or should we just show them? Where's my phone?
Well,
we have the capability to do this.
You can't show them.
Why? It's like a cartoon and it's super
look
creepy.
It up. There's like 2 or 3 of them that are all creepy. You'll know which one's the creepiest.
Jack Stauber?
Oof.
But it's like serial killer status cartoon.
Yeah, it's like, why would you ever show this to your children?
It's so weird.
I'm scared.
But anyway, that's how it started. We just started singing the song because it was so funny.
What are we watching?
There you go, Natalie. I was waiting for the first person to break into that.
Oh wow, and then she opens the end of it.
You
like
should
her
probably
rookie.
shot
I wasn't gonna say anything.
That what?
You opened it like an amateur.
Yeah,
You did. You gotta open it by the handle.
That
Oh no, I love
sucks
doing it like
now.
this. No, that usually means that you're drinking a lot of it.
You can pick up.
Yeah.
It's
drink the whole thing.
birthday.
She says.
We'll try.
I always carry boxes like that at work. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Because
Well,
usually I
yeah.
empty all of
That's
them.
how you do it because you pour it in, like to the containers.
Understandable.
I get that.
Understandable, but not excusable.
Still sucks.
Still sucks.
It's gonna suck when I'm drunk as fuck carrying half a case of beer into the fucking hotel.
Yeah, he just picks it
stumbling
up
and
from
everywhere.
everywhere.
You're welcome.
Slipping on the ice,
Side to side.
cursing at Natalie.
Trying to find
I
a door.
did it.
She's at home, passed
just have to
out,
drink 'em
snoring,
all. That's
loving
all there is
life.
to it.
And I'm walking into the shitty hotel, spilling beer on the ground, going, fucking
Well, we know,
fuck.
we know something's gonna happen there. Because
Charles
you're gonna drive around the
laughing.
whole building once.
Happy
if you're
Yeah,
outside.
we already-
Comfort, you're gonna be just fine.
There's like
I
no
know,
clear
right?
direction for the lobby when you're on the outside of that building. None. We drove around the building.
Twice. Because,
Like there's just like numbered doors. It doesn't.
they were
say
doing
which one
construction
to
on the
go to.
front door, and the sign said lobby this way. And so I just kept driving, and the signs ended, and there was no like indication where the lobby was, so I just kept driving.
Yeah, when the sign stopped. there
And then
was
we
no
drove
doors
around the
there.
building, and I did the same fucking thing. I was like, alright, I missed the sign that said this is the lobby, you know, and there was none. So finally I just called him. And I was like, where's your fucking lobby at?
Just walk through the fence or something.
yeah,
Like,
just walk
what?
around the fucking
We're
construction.
looking around,
I was like,
what fence?
oh man.
Or just come in door 1. We're doing that.
That
We
was
can see
my.
numbers.
That was the start of tonight, though. So we weren't drinking yet. Thank God.
Yeah, just normal shit.
Mhm.
Every day.
Right.
Normal air.
It happens. That shit happens to us quite a
So,
bit.
to be fair,
Just
I did
noticing
swallow
that.
a brandy coke before we left.
You fucking bastard. You didn't tell me, motherfucker.
Well, that was just to get rid of the shakes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Alright. Look at this creepy little motherfucker.
I thought we were over it. No.
No. Just watch the video and then I'll let them watch it.
This is South
Oh,
Park.
it's like a cheesy South Park.
Just watch. You see that shit?
This
Running
scares
toward
people.
you?
Are these just with the Snapchat emoji?
This is horrible.
It's so creepy though
No,
when he
it's
runs
not
toward you.
because it's like
He's a serial
fake
killer.
South Park.
No, look, he's gonna kill people.
He's a serial killer.
Maybe.
He's coming
He's a
to
serial
get
killer. That's what the song's about. He's
They
gonna
also kind of resemble Pee Wee Herman.
It's really
Right.
You guys look totally on.
Hello.
What up? Live and
Shit.
recording.
What up?
Hey,
Is that Alex, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
right on. Where's my fuck? Oh, here we go.
Where's my fuck?
God damn it. We need to listen to a different song.
Somebody should
Yeah.
play a song.
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
all I
I
can
should play a song.
Right
Somebody
now.
should play
I
a
just want to
song.
know who they were influenced by artistically in those graphics. Like,
That might
Oh, I just thought it was
That might
creepy
be
as fuck.
fun.
He
I saw
found
it.
it
South
first.
Park.
I found that and I was
Herman.
influenced by Fear.
What the hell is
Like that kid's
I
killing
have
people.
no idea. I wouldn't
Takes
compare
out
that
the
to
running
anything
action.
with taste.
What's
Like,
happening?
Nothing.
What's
Every-
happening to the
That's
world?
dog shit. That was terrible animation.
That was
I would not compare that to any show. They're way better.
Well,
Good job.
obviously South Park would be
Job,
way
Scott.
better, but
Yeah. Do you have a
budget.
maybe not when they
Right.
started. That'd be close.
I'm asking a room full of musicians and somebody.
I fucked
I
up
don't
really
use it.
hard today. I didn't grab one. Lucas, I knew had one. I was like, what? He comes prepared. You come prepared.
Yeah, I've got like 4 more in my backpack.
These are thick as fuck,
Probably like
dude.
3 more on the
It's because I sent that message. Hey, bring your guitars.
I have
I
an
knew you
acoustic
do picks.
upstairs too.
Nice.
So he's got picks.
Charlie. No.
Oh, I thought you were cheersing me.
No.
Why'd you call me Charlie?
Because I love to and I'm hammered.
We go by Chuck.
Charlie.
It's
all
Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How is Charles and Chuck? I just never
How is
understood.
Richard and Dick a comparison?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that
That's a
shit?
good one though. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Rick,
Chuck's a good nickname
Richard
too,
Wagon.
though. What's up, Chuck?
Ooh, this sounds kind of punky. I like its tone. I love the way tiny guitars sound.
Didn't you play that during the show?
Yeah, for a minute.
I've
Yeah, for a hot minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
because your
yeah.
string broke during that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bunged your shit up.
I like it.
Alright, I guess I could do like a quick little one.
Hey, before you play, how
Skye.
fast do you go through strings? Just
Me?
curiosity, yeah.
Not very quick at all.
Really? It
I don't
takes
go
a
through
while?
that many. Yeah.
Oh, it's
With the way you
awesome.
play?
Yeah.
Because I would suspect just because you're.
I just play with thinner picks.
Fucking really go hard.
Is it
Yeah,
like based
I beat
mostly
the
like how much
fuck
you
out
sit
my
down
guitars.
though?
So you're just using the thin picks then, huh?
Yeah, I'm just using
Nice.
like a little kind of medium. They're not super
That's
thick. They're
smart.
not like the.
Yeah, because that
They're
is
not like
flappy.
paper ones.
It's nice and
Yeah.
flat.
I just play mediums because it's just my tone. Like I don't. Sometimes I beat on it, but I like the thickness of a pick. It just when you're doing that, it makes a different sound than a thin pick would, you know. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I'm doing
Fucked
like
up.
the new album thing, and here's like the first part. It's kind of like it's super concept-y album-y, so it's kind of like a Jesus of Suburbia kind of thing, a medley of a bunch of shit that I never quite fully completed, but just stuck together. And I'm pretty scared about never getting better. It feels like I have been like this forever. And wouldn't it be great if we could stop trying to live when the living feels like dying? I'm a step away from being all I've never wanted. I'm a step away from being nothing at all. The air feels like the summer when I first learned how to ride a bike. I must have fell a billion times. I wish I had that same determination. Eventually, you all run out of people to run to. You hurt yourselves. Eventually, everyone tells you you've got to learn how to fend for yourself. Maybe I
so
so far.
much.
Sorry.
You're back?
Good job.
That was amazing.
It's my birthday and I'll die if I want.
I forgot to bring
Jesus
these up.
Christ, that was dark.
That was awesome.
I like it.
What?
Didn't I show you this?
No.
Yeah, bro, you gotta wear them.
You do.
My goal is to just not get drunk and talk about communism.
Fuck you,
I think that's a good goal.
I'm actually okay with that.
With him not getting drunk or with him talking about communism?
Either. He can do whatever he wants.
I'd say this one's the good.
If I could stop coughing. Ooh.
But that one
Jesus.
behind you is definitely pretty dope to you.
That's sweet.
Damn. So what's up, guys? Damn, dude. Killing
Good
it.
job, Skylar.
I'm
One more
killing
time
it.
for Skylar.
I'm just living the meme.
Yeah, that was dope.
Hell yeah.
That was a dope
I
show.
was gonna say, if you want to check it out.
It's a lot cooler recorded because I got a whole orchestra back in the entire thing. I'm doing an awkward thing where I'm trying to like guaranteed get it down acoustic playing it in front of people before I record it. But I'm also trying not to play it at shows, so I've just been like to any friend that comes over my house, like, can I show you something?
Yes.
Like the very first week I ever started doing music, that was when I was people.
Oh yeah, you like did it to yourself all the time, and then someone would come and be like, "Can I play this in front of you? Because I gotta do it before I do it. A bunch of other people otherwise."
Say what?
It's pretty amazing. Beautiful tie together.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lucas, you gotta put on the glasses.
Where they at?
Dude, you need to get FL Studios and a really shitty MIDI keyboard. And it's the best. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
You can fuck around for hours and not have anything done. It's like Skye.
That one? Nah. I don't know, they're all good though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's-
fucking.
It's a Skyrim of musical interfaces.
Oh, yeah, I've fucked with it, but I gotta get my new computer first.
When
And you
gonna
gotta find a way to pirate it too. Like, pony up the
Just
jabs,
go over to
you know.
somebody else's house and download like a VPN.
Oh no.
Well, if you got a VPN, you're good anywhere.
I still would want to do it at somebody else's house though, just because I'm a fucking prick.
My old
If
roommate-
something goes wrong,
Go to Starbucks.
My old roommate had so many subpoenas.
hell yeah.
He was getting pissed.
So are these new tuners?
Those have been around forever.
No, I've never seen one like that. So it's
Really?
like
Vibration tuner.
One of my roommates I lived with got us kicked off their internet twice. And finally one day, like I finally figured out what he was downloading that got us flagged. He was downloading entire discographies of
Well,
porn.
glasses. Party.
So the porn
Like-
industry
like
got
I-
pissed off that their material was being
Glasses
released
are
on the internet for
glasses.
free.
Unless I made
Well,
you do it
yeah,
last
yeah,
time,
and they were
yeah.
just going after everybody that downloaded it. But entire discographies. That's
Yeah, look at
that goes beyond a hobby and into a passion. That's a passion.
What's a
Just
discography?
that one and that one.
Every single video they've ever done,
Greatest
like my music's discography would be like all the songs I've ever
Oh
done.
my god.
Not enough.
No, it's making me
What?
like.
I don't think I could handle like 7 years of Mia Khalifa on my hard
Sorry.
drive.
At least we know where you stand.
God, this porn is like the same the
Oh,
whole
it's
time.
fucked up.
Oh, funny.
So yeah.
I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. You're gonna get flagged for downloading shit from the internet. It's just
Yeah, it might as well be that, and not like $500 like music interfaces.
Right. It was 20th Century Fox that sent us two. By the third one, he was about to the point of.
I've had to download Deadpool 7 times now.
I remember the LimeWire days.
Yes.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, and no matter what you Googled,
Bear
like, I
share.
mean, I'm sorry, no matter what you searched, god damn, that is such a ubiquitous phrase.
I had
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I
No,
had so
no
much
matter what
good
you
music,
searched, like,
definitely a lot of porn. Like that's all I remember.
oh yeah, and then
Like,
too, a lot
I'm
of them
just
were
gonna be
labeled like,
straight up about it.
a lot of them were labeled like, most of them, the ones that were music were labeled like .mp3, and whenever you'd see one that was like .exe, it just like, I know better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get the ones where you download
It's like, this
it,
is
you're
a
so excited
program.
for a song, and then it's like, whatever
another
that
song.
ad was about Bill Clinton. I am not against those whatever accident. Whatever.
Yeah.
What was that thing that you would say?
Yeah.
You would download a whole song.
Jesus Christ, don't
I
die.
did not have sexual relations
Yeah.
Yes, that. You were all excited for
I
You're
did not
ready
have
to listen
sexual
to it, it's
relations with that woman.
Yes.
I remember the glory days of the internet when it took like a good 20 to 30 minutes to download a song.
Oh yeah.
AOL dial-up.
It'd take you
Yeah,
a week
bad
to make a CD.
Someone would pick up the phone and interrupt it halfway through and you'd have to start over. Like, fuck me.
Yep.
Like, why does this have to make so much fucking noise? In order
Why
for this
did it have
happen?
to make that noise?
I imagine just like machines and like
That's what the internet
electronic
sounds like.
parts
Just so
smashing
you guys know,
together
this
somewhere.
is how it works. It's like a phone, kinda. So
Or like if you would
ridiculous.
call a phone number that was assigned to a fax machine, it would just make the most horrendous sound
It was
ever.
the same noise, kind
Like
of.
blow out the speaker of your phone. You're like, well, I guess you can never call anyone again.
All I remember
Shit.
is like I just go into a blast of the past, like into a Chrysler, freaking back. I don't know, maybe we'd say 1997, and my dad just had this huge fucking phone that was just like huge
bag
antenna
phone?
with the
The
big,
Zach Morris.
Only rich
fucking phone.
motherfuckers had
The
those.
bottom fucking flip phone down, like, and then you
Ooh.
flip it
Well,
close.
that's like the
and-
motors.
My
Motorola
stepdad had
started-
it
one
was
of
like literally the
those.
size of your
Yeah, I
face.
remember the
My
ones that
stepdad
couldn't
had
like
one
leave
when
the
we'd be
vehicle.
fishing.
Yeah.
That's what he'd use
And they
out
would
on
honk
the
the
water
horn
with no
when someone was
service.
calling.
Was
Yeah.
that phone?
Huh.
Like those huge
It
ones
was
that just
huge.
close the bottom, and then
Yeah.
it was
It was
just that
funny as
over that.
fuck.
It
Yeah,
was
to be
really
He'd be
like,
driving
I'm
his boat with this
parking
big
lot.
ass phone, and I'd be laughing.
Didn't they
my
pretty much
ass
like
off
come
in
in
the backseat.
suitcases basically?
Don't you feel like with cell phones though, it's just like a fight to find the perfect size? Like it's like we've gone super small to super big to know like we're on watches to like.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
think
think
I'm
it's quite-
comfortable
it's a
around
fight.
like an iPhone 7 area. If they get any bigger than that, I don't need it.
The area of phone innovation's over and done. I don't think they're gonna do anything big anymore. There's nothing really they can do.
Like, I don't
Until
know.
it's.
That's what I was thinking. It's gonna be some completely
Keep
new
adding
the
more
next time
memories,
something
updating,
big
updating.
happens.
They have one that's able to be
I think it's leading to
folded
like VR shit. To
into
be
a
honest,
tablet as well as
like
to
they
fold
tried
into
with the
a phone.
Google glasses.
Those things failed
too
so
much.
badly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
failed
It's too
terribly.
Yeah.
I think
But I
so
feel
as
like
well.
they've been improving that. Like
It was like a contact lens that we pretty.
that's what they're trying to
I
do.
just don't think
now.
anybody
on
really
that, too.
wants that. Is the thing.
They'll just keep
Nobody wanted
like
the
doing
Google
weird
glasses,
shit with
really, it
phones.
seems, so.
Yeah, well, you said
Till
the same thing about
that's
Siri and like
the next
Alexa
thing that
too,
happens,
everyone's
you
got
know.
that
Kind of
shit
like
in their
the
fucking kitchen.
touch screens.
Yeah, because there'll be a jump. That's what like scientists say. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson says that shit. Like he's just like, what else can they do with the phone? You know, like there's really not much else they can do with it.
You know what I wish they'd fucking do
He's
with
like,
it?
it's gonna go
I
into
feel like there's a lot
VR.
scarier.
You know,
You spend like upwards of $600 to $1,000 on a smartphone now. Why don't they have fucking FM transmitters built into them?
I don't know.
It's
That's
I miss that.
2018.
No
Piece
No,
of
no,
shit.
what? I
Wow.
missed
Really
that on
good
my
idea.
old.
Or even
pretty
an
sure it
app
was an
that would-
MP3.
I
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
your
I-
old ass
Well, maybe they can make
radio
that happen.
in your car.
I think it'd have to
can
be like
pick up
something
FM.
physically installed.
Why
on
can't
the
your
phone.
fucking
It could be
phone?
that.
No,
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
that's exactly it.
That too.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck
That's
does
a
that
damn
not
those
work
things were
together?
the size of
I think they
nothing.
need to
And that
make
technology's
phones with
already been
upgradable
proven and
parts,
tried.
Easy.
Yeah.
so you don't have to buy a new phone.
Old phones.
Yeah.
There
Every
was a
time
phone
one
that
little
did
thing
that.
I think
There
still
was an
has
LG
three
phone
now.
that did that at one point.
Just like you do with
I've
PCs. It's a
had,
pocket computer. Why not be
these
Take
able
out the
phones
keys,
that
put
are
it on
like
an
an
HP.
HP.
Absolutely.
The
I
tiniest
think the
little
other
like,
was,
screwdriver, and it's
maybe the
magnetic
first
on the
Razor.
end, and then like these little
Okay.
baby screws.
And they weren't
you have to take it
smartphones
off,
either,
use
but
the
they would
battery,
still,
all
you
that
know,
stuff.
like I could play music off my
Yeah,
phone.
like once I was about to put
Now
the
we're doing
screen
that
in, I was
tangent
like,
thing,
okay,
like
this
double
is gonna
tangents
work
again.
really
It's great.
Sounds
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
just.
it really
I'm
was.
just
It just
chilling.
have to be really like
We're on a triple
delicate,
tangent
and it
now,
gives you,
Scott.
it gives you. a
Well,
little
the
feel.
nice
What?
thing is,
Just watch
the
the
nice
video
thing
and check
is,
it out.
like, I'm so chill right now. I'm just like, yeah, 11 times. So I'll just wait. I'm chilling. Oh, hello. What's up?
Blaming me?
No, no, not at all.
I'm getting,
I just decided to get
no.
quiet.
Oh,
just
you
for a
know,
minute.
Oh, yeah, getting all
Well, we all got quiet after. That was weird. Too. Like, how'd that happen?
It's like one person shut up, everyone stops. We all want to be that one person.
Oh, God.
I need to go get another beer.
Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy is, like, I think I only drank, like, what, 5 times in this November? Like, after Sober October. So,
Yeah.
like, I still don't have that tolerance like I did before fucking October.
I'm sure.
I've been working
Like, I was
hard on
drinking
mine since
hard before October. for some reason. And then all of a
That's
sudden.
what we do in North Dakota.
Well, I'm an alcoholic
Yeah.
anyways, like that.
Oh yeah.
It's already said plastered everywhere.
I'll drink for.
AA meeting?
I'll drink to celebrate being drunk if that's all I got.
Hi, my name is.
My name is
Shade Slimmy. Slimmy. Shade Slimmy.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Did up. Not.
What?
See.
You know what I'm super excited for?
What's that?
Okay, it is, it's the 25th now, right? That sneeze, but other than that, I'm super in, God, 4 plus 7, in 11 days, the new Super Smash Brothers comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm not
I'm
gonna
debating.
I'm not gonna see any of you motherfuckers for a month.
It's okay.
I finally actually played with a Switch last week.
Switch is the best
And I
console
want
I've ever had.
I want one.
Video games.
You what?
Oh no.
Video.
It's the best console I've ever had.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I was just sitting in a bar and the bartender had his. I was like, I was playing Mario Kart and Zelda. I love this. This is
drunk enough to
awesome,
play?
actually.
What's up?
It's your turn.
Yeah, it is your turn.
It's your turn, Scott. We
Oh
voted.
no. I don't want to.
Scotty boy.
Scotty.
About that time.
Gotta get it,
Scotty
Scotty.
doesn't know.
Alright.
Let's hit this drywall, white boys.
Jesus Christ.
Obtain that grain.
What the fuck?
Ah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't even know.
You know,
actually,
give us
to
this
be
day our
honest.
daily bread. Obtain that grain. Hit the drywall, white boys. Let's get at it.
You got that pick?
It's a super thick boy with 2 C's.
Hey, that thick. That's medium.
That's
You must play with like a sheet of glass with your thicks.
Yeah, but my bad.
well, no, not that, but it would be funny.
Okay. There's one upstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. I went room.
Fuck. I even forgot that part. That's what I started with, right? You boys are gonna have to help
Fuck
me.
me, Johnny.
Come on, man. You gotta remember this shit.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Definitely wrong. I don't want to go home. Yeah. Gonna stay, get so high. And if you don't hear from me, I'm gone. If you stay where I can't go home, if you don't, I might cry. And if I can about a living thing, I don't want to see where I'm going tomorrow. I just wanna drink my night away. Don't wanna think That's how you ruin
Yeah.
a perfectly good
That's how you
song.
end it.
That's how you ruin a perfectly good song.
That means the drummer should
Right
stop.
there.
Oh, sweet, dude.
That was pure drunkenness and being
Wonderful.
elevated.
I like
Allegedly.
Yeah,
That
like
was good.
I'm glad I recorded that. Who's next? I'm
Did I
done
tell
with
the
this
story
thing.
quick?
Yes.
About something crazy that happened to me
Yes.
on Saturday.
Say something.
Okay.
I got dibs on the next story after this.
Okay,
You guys know
okay.
This one.
Yeah, I got
I need to drink more.
So one of my friends hits me up, asks me, hey, can we have a 21st birthday party at your house for my girlfriend? And I was like, of course we can do that, because they have like an apartment and they can't make a lot of noise or have any big parties or anything there. And so like 30 to 40 of their closest friends show up to my house, and everybody's getting drunk and having a good time. And he calls everybody into the living room, and he puts a flash drive in my computer, which is hooked up to my TV, and he plays this like really cute short that he animated himself, really poorly.
I was waiting for it.
And so like it's a short of how the two met, and a short story of like their relationship. And halfway through it hits me. I'm like, no, I'm being fucking pranked. I'm being fucking pranked. And he fucking gets down on one knee and proposes to her as soon as the video ends. In the living room of my fucking house.
Oh, no.
It was all just a scheme to get like 30 to
Right.
40 of their closest friends around so everybody could see it.
That's
Wow.
adorbs.
So what'd she
It's
say?
adored.
Well, of course she said yes.
Oh, there's too
Right.
much pressure.
Yeah,
She
we
was
found
equal.
the spot.
I remember like, boo!
So you
No.
guarantee it.
She's like, nah, man. Nah.
She had actually already bought his ring because she knew that he was about to pop, and she brought it that night with her just because she like felt it.
Weird.
Oh, shit.
Adorable.
Jeez.
Okay, so my story is on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Awesome.
This is ridiculous and hilarious. Me
Awesome.
and my buddy Joe are just hanging out at my house last weekend, just chilling or whatever. I just got back into town after like 10 hours of driving, and we're sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear just like yelling and commotion outside. Live in the trailer park in Southside Mandan. Go outside and I'm like, what the fuck? I go and start my vehicle because we're gonna go get a burger. And all of a sudden, this kid comes up and he's like, hey man, hey, I just got bear maced. Can you help me? I just got bear maced. And I'm like, what the fuck? They're like trying to come up to me. I'm like, dude, stay back. I do not want you getting that shit on me. Then
The fuck
I'm
you
like,
mean?
okay. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I just got bear maced, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Then so I run inside and grab my buddy Joe. I'm like, yo, dude, this kid says he just got bear maced. You should come out here just in case like something weird happens or whatever. And I look up on my phone right away, like, how do you fucking neutralize bear mace or whatever? And it's like, fucking milk, vegetable oil, Dawn dish soap and water mixture. So I like, I'm like, okay, I got that. Went inside, grabbed this olive oil, this fucking bottle of dish soap and some water, and then this milk out of the fridge, and take it out. And this kid just starts bathing himself in this shit, dude. Like, his skin was beet red. You could tell he definitely just got murked with some pepper spray. And we're like, what the fuck? And then I'm looking. Then I run inside to get him. He's like, you got a towel? And I run inside to give him a towel. And he comes up on my deck. And I'm like, dude, don't come in my house. Back up. I do not want you spreading that shit in here. And he looks at me. He's like, you got like a little hit of bud or a little hit of meth or something? I'm like, no, absolutely
That's what
not.
he meant by bear mace.
I'm like, bro, I don't fucking do that shit. Get the fuck off my deck. And then I'm like, dude, where did you come from? He's like, I was just right up the street at my girlfriend's house. She called the cops on me and maced me. And I'm like, dude, if you got the cops after you, I cannot help you anymore. Take this shit. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta go. Sorry, man.
God.
Then he just like put his fucking sweatshirt back on and boogied out of there. But the funniest part of the whole thing is, so this dude was standing there just bathing himself in this milk. I've been out of town for like 2 weeks before this, so this milk is sour. Shit looked like yogurt on the guy's skin. He's just like rubbing it all over his shit. Oh man, you can smell him from 6 feet away. It was fucking hilarious. So yeah, Southside Mandan, fucking Wednesday night, kicking it. That's what it's.
Who gets the cops called on him and runs to a random house and is like, you got any meth?
First of all, I
got going fast, real fast.
A fucking meth addict?
I'm going down.
I've been bear maced, but I need some meth.
Yeah.
Okay, don't have any meth? How about milk? Give this boy some milk.
I got you milk, olive oil.
Now the tuxedo seems a little fucked up.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I was like, wowzers. Welcome home. But it was all worth it, just watching him fucking bathing himself in that sour milk.
Well, at least it was sour. I mean, you
Sour
watch him be
whole
like,
milk,
well,
too. So
there
I mean,
goes
it
my
was-
bowl
it
of
was
cereal in
thick.
the morning.
So my neighbor probably hadn't drove in like 15 years, and she had just had this old ass hippie van parked in her fucking in her driveway forever, her like back driveway to like the alley lot.
Sorry.
And some homeless dude just like one day like jimmied his way in, and like he slept there all
I live
winter
here now.
long. And one day like one of the other homeowners was like, I think something's going on, so he just checked his cameras of the alley, and just found this guy going in and out like every single night. I was just like, fucking life gold.
You ever watch
Technically,
those?
he's not homeless at that point.
He isn't.
He's
Like he's
houseless.
established.
It's not
He's
his house, but
established.
he's made it into a home.
I mean, after like a couple months of that,
Yeah.
you think it's just kind of theirs.
Dude, you ever watch
Yeah.
those videos of like
Yeah, I think
the
I think
home
he
repair
successfully
guy
squatted that
finding,
man.
like a squatter? You ever watch those videos online?
What?
Like home repair dudes, like they're like working on the house and they find a squatter, which is someone who's living in the house.
That happened to one of my friends. He was
I'd
squatting
be
a
like
house
crawl
and somebody
space or
came by to
something.
help just like
Yeah.
fix it up.
They're
and just like, who the
creepy
fuck are
as
you?
fuck. They find like weird
in the
shit,
attic.
like they found like electrical plug-ins and like a line running to the cable for their 52-inch TV in this fucking little area of the house. Like weird shit. Like super weird.
Yeah, it's
They're on the
It's
internet.
unsettling
I see them on
thought.
Facebook. I have weird friends. I have friends like Skye on
If you're like
Facebook.
abandoned buildings.
I see a lot of weird shit.
Like, you never
And I love it. I love it. I love
I
your
fucking
quotes.
love my
Saying.
squatter
I've
friends and
seen
my
some
like rail
shit.
friends. They're the
I almost
best.
took it there, but I stopped.
What were you about to do?
It's
Tell me. Come on, I can take it.
What were you
I'm
doing?
drunk. I'll take it. It's fine.
fine. Did you ever hear like abandoned buildings and kids just getting, you know,
Oh,
like
Jesus.
taken? I mean, you ever? I don't want to go there.
What?
Not dark enough.
You're not dark enough.
Maybe I
Me?
can be. You.
I'm pretty dark.
Go dark.
Charles
I think we're all
knows.
pretty dark.
Charles
I think you could probably go
knows.
for it.
Right,
It's
Charles?
Humor me.
What
The
about
shit
your
I've
audience?
said.
Is your audience dark enough?
Yes. Brr, it's fucking cold.
We've gone
Listen to the
pretty
name.
fucking far on this podcast. Like
Yeah.
the last one was brutal.
Do
Oh.
it.
Last one was.
The last one, me and you just like fucked everyone. That's pretty much what
Alright.
happened.
You guys fucked
You
everyone?
wanna go
Everybody
deep?
see
Yeah.
Name out?
Yeah,
That's
that's
fun.
Usually you
It's
guys
a
really
really
for that
see
kind of
name
action.
We've really laid into
yes.
people.
When they burned down
Just
that
'cause
building?
it felt good.
I'm honestly surprised you put that out. That was.
How
great.
much cash would it take you to suck someone's dick?
Me? Absolutely.
Everybody
not.
has a number.
Here we
I
go.
Everybody
just
has
not
a
We
number.
made
into
it.
You don't have a number.
It's not that I don't have a number. I just.
What
got
if-
$1 billion.
How about when you're 80?
I don't care
What if
company
they-
says
I don't
they
need
suck
a
your dick
billion
for $1
bucks,
million,
man.
they
I'm
would.
broke. I'd do it for 50 grand.
I don't need
What
a
if you
billion
were on a
dollars.
shit ton
I'd do it for
of, like,
$4 grand.
ecstasy?
Dead serious? That would pay for me to get out of
You'd
the
probably
state.
take about
Literally,
50
fuck. Money talks.
You
Money
pay
talks.
my
I'd suck a
cell
dick
phone
to get
bill
out
for
of the
2
state.
years?
Just say money talks. You do a lot of things for the right
5.
price.
Just do 5. 4, 5.
I've got $5 in my pocket.
5 grand. Not 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I don't know why, man. I wouldn't do it. It just, I wouldn't feel right, you know, like,
It's not about feeling right. It's
Yeah,
about
I
having
know.
$5 grand in your pocket.
I know, it just wouldn't
Afterwards.
feel right, though. It feel not earned.
5 grand in your pocket.
I
none
need
of
to
it
rest
worse
it
than
out.
podcast.
I wouldn't do it for 5.
Huh?
Were you sober doing this?
Oh shit, I do it sober.
If you have.
Fucking $4 grand is fucking $4 grand, man.
I don't know
It
if I
keeps
do it
going
for
down.
4 grand.
He's gonna get
That would be enough for
call,
me
like,
to
next
completely
week
leave the
from
fucking
a
like
listener.
state, move out for good, man.
I'd have
There's
to be closer
gotta
to
be-
That's
10.
a lot of money.
Okay, hey, here's the
See
thing.
their voice.
That's a
Technically,
shit ton
like,
of money.
I do get
Oh,
some
it gets
views.
established.
There's got to be like one person in that group of people that listen to this podcast that would probably take you up on your offer. I'm just saying. Sorry, everybody.
He's
but-
got long blonde hair.
Yeah.
He has luscious blonde
I'm just
hair.
saying. You're gonna get a lot of
4 grand.
messages.
Quick shout out to our
Only
good friend
4
George.
grand.
Oh, 4 grand. You're Skylar, have you ever heard of SugarDaddy.com?
I've
What?
heard of this.
SugarDaddy.com.
I've heard of this.
More daddy.
Sugar
Oh,
Daddy.
sugar daddy.com. I'm not a sugar daddy.
No,
I don't know
but
what's
you can
going
find
on.
a sugar daddy.
No, like what I'm talking about is like a one-time deal.
What's up?
Like I don't want.
Yeah, it's right there.
Or there's one
I don't want to make it a regular thing. Shit.
No, I'm sure one person on SugarDaddy.com is looking for a one-time thing. Or a chick. You can probably find a sugar mama.
They got different websites.
One of my friends did that. He went on one of those like fuck old single women in your area, like fuck cougar, like ads on the side of the thing that you always assume are viruses. And he clicked on it. He actually hooked up with a cougar in Bismarck.
Charles, send me that beer.
Yeah, and I was like,
beverages?
what the?
I was gonna say, I clicked on it and just found a bunch of old teachers. That was weird.
I was like, I thought nothing would happen
what's
with your
going on
computer
I
getting
couldn't
games, but I
imagine
guess it
you
worked.
teaching me social studies.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
If farmers only can work, cougar life can work.
Physical education.
Just
Are you
makes
talking
sense.
down to me just because you talked to me one time?
Hey man, bro.
Oh, yeah, got you.
Human bottle opener.
Yes.
I can't believe. I was imagining like
This
his
really
belly
sucks.
button.
This
or
isn't.
something.
I almost stole it.
I don't like doing
What
this.
What did you say?
I was imagining his belly button as opposed
So-
to a lighter. But it's like human,
Not that cool.
human bottle opener.
The other day I was working, and I work in a kitchen. I'm a server, and all the cooks were listening to the football game in the back house. They turned it on like the back house PA, and that's what they're listening to. And I just walk in and I just kind of like yell at the top of my lungs. I'm like, this is the worst fucking audiobook ever. And I didn't say fucking another word about it all day.
I'd say that was good. That's a good way to introduce everyone.
Wow.
Somebody might come up to you and ask you about it.
It was written by John Green or some shit.
So I have a bunch of blood inside of that guitar.
Nice. What did you do?
I had some
Did you break
buddies-
your nose or something?
No, I had some buddies come over after the bar or whatever, and one of them was just fucking like, he doesn't know how to play guitar, and he's just like wailing on it.
Everybody
And then
had
the
that
next,
phase.
The next morning he told me about it. He was like, Natalie, I totally just like spliced my fucking thumb open, and I bled all over your guitar. So I washed it in the morning, and if you look inside,
You wash your strings?
oh yeah, I washed.
I would have left that blood.
Oh,
I'd be like,
fuck,
that's
no.
fuck.
No, I don't know about this dude.
We're back to
Anyways,
the AIDS
if you
conversation.
look like inside
Yeah,
of there,
Everybody
you'll
looks
be
weird
alright.
there's
You
like
tried to
blood
avoid it.
all. Look at this. Look at the inside of that.
It's
There's
the
copper.
On the
You'll be
inside.
alright.
It's all
Oh
over.
Jesus, that
Like
is.
everywhere.
That's fucking
check it out.
'Cause
gross,
he kept,
man.
well, he told me he kept just like, and I kept
Jesus.
playing, and I was like, what?
It's like a spatter too. It's not like it dripped in there.
Oh, it's like all over.
That's metal as fuck.
That's gross.
For listeners,
real
there's
fucking
blood
metal.
inside of Natalie's
It was
guitar.
so gross.
That's what we're
That fucker's
talking
a
about.
goddamn forensic evidence piece right there.
God damn.
Biohazard. You should put a biohazard.
I
sticker on there.
know. I
That's
should
really
be like,
punk rock.
dude, that's so gross.
Here's the thing, though.
Shit.
I mean, now it's fucking. It's contagious.
What's better?
The AIDS.
It's contagious, so that means the music coming out of it is gonna be contagious as fuck. So
AIDS music.
right?
Point. That's what he
Blood
was
on the
going for.
inside.
You're affecting.
I even
people's
asked them.
ears.
I brought it to the
Touches
guitar
your-
store, and I'm like, how do I
touches your ears,
clean
you have
this? Like, how do I get inside here? Just
And the
rub.
answer is you kind of just take off all of your fucking strings. and
Well,
just-
yeah,
that's
I was hinting on that. I wanted them to do it. Clearly, I'm like,
They
so.
can. Yeah.
No,
I
borrowed-
know, and they didn't.
If you pay them.
One time a
I'll
kid
do it.
broke
Yeah.
a string at a
I go in there
show,
all the
What
time.
happened?
and I borrowed
do it.
his,
Honestly,
my
I
I
guitar.
just ran. I don't give a shit.
And then he just
Big
fucking
ass.
cuts his wrist open while he's playing and bleeds all over my Les Paul, which is like, $1,000 guitar. It's Les Paul
That's tragic.
Studio, so I mean it's cheap Gibson, but I mean, I'm like, bro,
It's a
bro,
beautiful.
so he just hands me, he's like, yeah, I fucking cut myself, man. I'm like, cool, well you should fucking clean this up and put new strings on it. He bought me new
you
strings,
see
but I still
this?
had to clean his fucking biohazard
This is
blood
what
off
little
my
Paige
guitar.
Michael did.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah, fucking kids.
Yeah,
these
she
days.
made it.
Alright.
Should've
No
done.
respect.
That's cool.
Just
Yes.
kidding, everybody.
No respect.
Please for me.
Are you guys excited about the new Lion King movie? Because I kind of
Dude,
Sorry
yeah,
to
I
bring
really
that
hope.
up.
About it
I
too.
really hope nobody
I'm
brings
sorry
their
about
fucking
that.
kids in, please, for the love
Oh,
of God.
Jesus.
There's nothing there to be excited
there's
about. We
nothing
all
in
know what
there.
fucking
There's nothing in
happens.
here.
Maybe
Just
it'll be rated
Just look at that piece.
PG-13.
This
So
is
luck.
a local
I
artist.
Make it rated R.
Look at the front. It's
Go
a-
for
Real
it.
shit like
they
Lions
should
Are
make like a
faces
Latin
ripped
or
off
something
and-
rated
Yeah.
R.
Oh,
Maybe they'll
shit.
have
They
something
should
after
pick
the
one
show
of
where
them,
they
'cause
show
they're
you how Lion
supposedly
King
ever since
2
Beauty and the
started.
Beast, they're
Unpacking.
gonna do like 13
I mean,
different
my bad.
Disney movies.
But yeah.
Mean
Did you
that.
see this page?
And they should do
Michael
one
made
of them
this
just really.
for Putnam
Oh,
for
which
his
one
birthday.
wouldn't age well at all? Dumbo.
Yeah.
Those
You don't think
giant
so?
Jim Crow birds.
Oh, you don't think they
That
would?
one would not go over well.
I'm like magic. I'm like, really? You don't think so?
She did a really good job. She's getting better and better as she goes. She's pretty cool. She just does clay.
Bambi wouldn't go well either. I don't think. Mate.
Do you want to see it?
He doesn't associate with.
Bambi would be
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
terrifying.
He's not really into that lifestyle.
Maybe.
Or
Like the
associate
I guess,
beginning.
with
I,
those
guess, I
types.
guess it just chooses like
So
how
he
in
doesn't
depth
really
they
like the
choose to
long
go in the
hairs?
beginning.
How
Like,
fucked up do you want to make it
Happy
at the
birthday.
beginning?
like,
Oh,
do you just
goodness.
want to imply the
Ruby
mother got
red.
shot, or do you just want to see that thing's skull explode?
Jesus Christ.
That's the difference
What's the full
between
effect?
that's the
Fred
difference
made
between
it.
G
She
and
does
R.
clay art.
Yeah.
Sunglass.
That could go.
Oh, I'm solid.
No, there's nothing in it. I'm just looking at the work. It's a friend that hangs out here. Yeah, she did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those-
who's
that?
Ah,
Page
Lucas.
Michael.
Oh, I have a friend that does that stuff too.
Hey, your dog.
There we go.
Dude, that dog's cool as fuck.
Oh my
She's super smart.
It's just a
really
deer.
fuck,
She's
guys.
the smartest dog I've ever dealt.
There's a dog here. I just saw the giraffe.
She's huge. She's beautiful and smart. It's the biggest shits
What's
I've
up,
ever seen
Natalie?
taken in my
I
life.
don't know what to play.
She like had like a really bad
I was
stomach
gonna
ache
say it,
and
but
she
didn't
took
want to.
she
I'm glad she did.
she took a shit on
Try
my
and
yoga
think
mat
about it.
and
Gross.
like my yoga mat was green, so I assumed maybe she was like, oh, it's
Oh,
grass,
okay.
who knows?
Ugh.
But like I
I'm
literally
beyond
just was
correct
like
of
came
it.
into my room one day and I was like,
I will get
Fuck.
couched.
Kind of hit my
Just a
limit
pile.
at this point.
I'm like I like
I
was
guess
so
you
freaking
insisted.
lifted. I was like,
3 strikes, you're out.
don't know, I
I don't know
question
if I just
myself.
spray it off or not. Just rolled it up and threw it away.
I thought about one song or Blink-182 song, and then I was like picturing one of them. I was like, oh yeah,
Here's
that's
this if
fun.
anyone wants it.
This reminds me
Yeah.
of Grandma's Boy. There's that scene where she goes, where he walks into into the house and she goes,
you.
I found this vase.
Oh yes.
So I put some flowers in it.
It smelled awful. I just watched
They
it
make
yesterday.
tea.
We found some tea up in one of your
Yeah,
old
that
aunts.
was
No, in
amazing.
Sophie's tin.
That was
Oh,
amazing.
Oh
Watching
my
Andy's
God.
Road.
It smells awful.
If I would have known you were having company over, I would have turned my antlers.
this stuff will turn you into a deer.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Man, it's your fucking birthday. What
yeah,
the hell?
I'm
Somebody's on
also
the phone
trying
for
to
you.
be able to
I think
speak.
it's the devil.
I'm good.
Hello?
She's like,
I think it's the devil.
there's a little bit. I can
I'll
like in
clear
here.
it. I'll clear it.
Dante.
I'll clear it. I see what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
So,
I was
yeah,
like,
I
there's
guess
a
during
little
the
bit
It's right
filming
in
of
my face.
during the filming of Grandma's Boy, they didn't use prop pot, they used real pot. So, and Dante kept on fucking up his lines, and he kept on having to take more rips, and he went through like 20 rips in a row before he just possibly couldn't do it anymore.
No wonder he's so
Gotta go
cheesed
take
the
a
whole
nap.
Yeah, like he was seriously just cheesed throughout the entire film of that movie.
Probably just pissed and going, God damn it. Fuck.
My buddy
Walking
said,
to his trailer to take a fucking nap.
my buddy said his brother
That's what
lives.
they do.
My brother lives, or his
They got a
brother
little
lives
trailer.
wherever Dante lives, or
bed.
whatever, and he said he's just like stuck in that character. He just anywhere he goes, he just like totally, yeah, Dante. Like he just fucking proliferated that role to his fucking
This adapted
alter
to his
ego, pretty
lifestyle.
much.
Well, it's
yeah,
like-
well adapted as his alter ego.
Or maybe that's
Well,
just what
hey,
people
it's
knew
like
him the most
Ryan
as
Reynolds
from
as
that.
Deadpool. You
he
know,
just
like,
rolls with it.
he'll
Yeah,
always
why
be
not?
that
Yeah.
character. You know
It's a
what
good
I mean?
character, man.
Yeah, it is.
I prefer to think of Ryan Reynolds as Detective
You'll get
Pikachu.
invited
Dude,
to every party.
I
Always.
really want to go see that.
Rafael else is gonna open this weekend.
What?
Oh, God, let's go.
Fuck, let's all go.
Let's go.
I'm good. I'll break something.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm going.
I'm going. Let's
I'm
go.
sure I'm working.
Let's
I'll
go.
break the record for
I'm working
beers
there.
drink.
Let's
Oh,
go.
no,
Fast
I will
bones.
be there.
I'm gonna be working though.
Oh man. But anyway,
Go.
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, that
We're
looks so
talking about
dope.
that.
I'm so
God.
excited.
Ryan
I thought it was a
Reynolds,
joke
dude.
when someone sent me that trailer. I was like, this.
I did too. I was like, what is this bullshit?
Mr. Mime's the fucking best. I love him. I love the way,
I wanna go see
Mr.
it.
Mime looks. It's such a good time.
Dude, I just would have never imagined in 100 lifetimes Ryan Reynolds would be fucking voicing Pete. That did not make sense.
Not.
I've never, like,
I
I've
never
never
thought
had
about
the
it, but-
thought as being a fan of his.
It
going,
does.
Are you
Oh, he could
surprised?
definitely be Pikachu. Like, I've never had that thought in my
Well, I mean,
entire
everybody
life.
else wanted Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would.
There were
That'd be
giant
terrible.
internet
Would've
petitions
been
to make
funny.
Danny DeVito Pikachu.
Really?
I would
Yeah.
pick Danny DeVito.
Absolutely.
I feel like Danny
Now that I saw Ryan Reynolds, I
Absolutely.
love it. It's hilarious. It makes me giggle. Like, it's fucking funny. That's why I'm like, yeah, I kind of like him as that, you know.
Don't
And
know about
Deadpool. Really? You don't?
I just think the trash
Well,
man
just
would have made
the
a
whole
really good
the
Pikachu.
concept of the movie, but
Right, but I'm just talking about the voicing.
I don't think
Is that the dogs?
Yup.
You don't think it's cool?
Oh, yeah, she don't like
just
Yeah.
Natalie, I know I don't know you that well, but you
That
mind if I take a
sucks.
pull of that tequila?
Oh, of course. Hell yeah.
So it's-
I'm gonna go
That's
see
what
it.
it's here for.
That's
You
all I'm saying.
gotta see it because it's there.
Yeah, it
You
looks
gotta see it 'cause
ridiculous.
It's there.
I just started playing Pokemon again today. I bought Ultra Sun, played it for an hour and 20 minutes, and just never picked it up again.
You got the Switch, huh?
Yeah, I have a Switch.
Ooh, that's good
Fuck.
tequila. Smooth.
Yeah.
That didn't suck at all.
I really
don't think
want
you-
one.
You're
I quit
welcome.
after Gen 4. I did like Pokemon Black and I was done.
Gen 4 was my dropout. I never played through Diamond or Pearl, Platinum, or any of those. But then I started up back in 5, and then I've just been steady going.
Let's
but
turn
I
it to a
dropped out this
gaming
last gen.
podcast for a minute.
Gen 4.
Yeah.
Might as well. That's half the fucking
They
show.
did do Soul.
I'm
Silver,
cool with it.
Heart
I'm
Gold.
getting drunk.
I never played through
That's
those
so
either.
good. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
guys
those
take
were
care of shit.
Well, they remake
This
Gen
is
2.
turned into the Natalie and Skye show tonight. I'm giving them the helm.
Does that mean I get to play a song?
Yeah, do whatever you're in charge. I'm
in charge. No, I'm
It's
not.
my birthday, motherfucker.
Jeez.
Letting you guys fucking take it.
Yeah.
Natalie, by the way, you and Nikki gonna ever start that podcast that we talked about?
What?
You don't even remember, do you?
No, are we gonna what?
You and Nikki want to do a podcast.
Oh, no,
Like,
I-
no, like start your own. That never happened. You didn't talk about it ever? No?
It's a secret, dude.
Oh no.
I know I can't think of what I was trying to play. No, we'll just
I
talk about
fucked
it
you up.
later.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Just want to say I
Oh,
don't know
I
what the
do
fuck's
this.
going on in Bismarck lately. I've been gone.
I can't. I haven't played this for a while. Just let me think of how I strummed it. That's
Moss Tequila.
all. This might be wrong. I don't know.
Why do I fucking drink tequila every time I see you, Scott?
Cheers, motherfucker.
Chang chang.
I'm sorry I can't help you with the tequila.
Is that right?
You
It
would
sounds good to me.
you attract demons.
just-
in
I think that's
I'm
it.
trying to
you
think
know.
of the words in my head. Just not the words. I'm just trying to.
You're
think
way
of
better at memorizing than I am.
What?
Like, you really do remember songs better than I can. Everything I did earlier was just, I made that up.
That just
I didn't
seems
know what
like-
I was even singing.
That's because it is.
Things that sounded cool.
Look, now it's a ukulele.
I've had it before. Yes, you should get a tattoo on me.
Skeleton riding a chicken. I knew I couldn't make up my mind.
I just need to stop laughing. Hello.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Killed it.
Punk
Thank
as
you.
fuck.
What?
Punk as fuck. I don't know. That's the new thing I'm saying. It's not working out.
This is
I've never really heard an acoustic
I
version.
think
of that.
Norman's.
Norman has it right.
I'd say it sounds way better from here.
Dude, what's up with the
You don't want to meet Norman.
the food?
I just
No
tried
one.
it. It's done.
It's
good.
not
It's done. Should we all go get some food?
Break number
Kind of
2.
hungry a little bit. Yeah.
No, I'm.
You guys down?
No, I mean, it tastes great. It's just little smokies, but yeah.
Are you guys hungry at all?
Fucking let's party.
Yeah.
Dude,
Take a break.
Smokies.
I do
Now
want
for
to
a
eat.
break from our sponsors.
Milk
I started
soup.
thinking about the last time I ate today, and I was like,
Honey garlic
I
milk.
didn't even
Can I have some
What
What do you
Brazil
think about
salad?
this, Scott? Next album title:
okay.
Straight Line Arrival presents
Okay.
I Can't Find My Lighter the Musical.
That's
Just
fucking
cross
story of my
out the
life,
musical.
No, you have to include the musical.
No.
I don't smoke cigs anymore, so I don't really keep track of my lighters when I have them. I hate when my friends
cut
come
the-
over. and I
You
steal
guys
the
can
only
vote
two
in the
lighters I have
comments
the
if
house.
this gets comments.
Then they're trying to use
Pause.
them.
Never played it that
No,
one. I almost
no.
stole earlier.
You can either
By
say
the way, I
that.
hope it's not yours.
We can do one
You
about
can
ripping the
bring
labels
one
off
for
pick
the
which
that.
album title
That's
sounds
all.
better to
Safe
you.
word.
Exactly.
Repeat it again.
Definitely, I
Didn't
Can't
happen.
Find My Lighter the musical.
And if you
Musical's
like
an
it,
integral part of the
and if
phrase.
you'd rather have I Can't Find My Lighter,
He's saying you could do an hour and a half
Then-
musical about lighter and lose it.
if that sounds better to
I mean, we
you.
can do it.
Whoa,
Let's
bro.
make it happen.
Whoa, bro.
You want to get fresh?
Start now.
Fresh, too fresh?
So clean.
Okay, fucking, what was I
Whoa, the
about to
computer
say?
just listened to you off your mind, dude.
Oh, no.
Is it
What is
turning
that?
off?
No, it's a
Oh,
screensaver.
the bubbles.
It's good.
The
That's what I'm
old
saying. I'm getting a new
old school
computer.
bubbles.
This
Then
is
you
the
cut
last
it right
time.
there when I say that.
Last time we'll see
Old
those.
school
balls.
Actually, if I do another podcast before Christmas, I'll also use this piece of shit again. I hate you, you piece of shit.
System malfunction. Error. As soon as he says
Well,
it.
hey, I genuinely hate this
Yeah.
computer because it fucked me with that Bobby podcast that we all did.
Oh, yeah.
It fucking
What was that?
crashed, and the whole file
They're
disappeared.
weird tours, but they're cool.
So now before I leave here, I gotta actually export it as a fucking MP3 so it doesn't fucking crash and I lose it.
See?
You know?
Yeah, that's
And
what
tell me
sucks.
that's not
You're
just
like,
the
you're like
best.
way low right
I can't support a dub musical. It's just I can't
Hold
do
on,
it
let's
in my
see the
head.
artwork to go with it.
In my head,
I
I
can't have
can't
it
It's
do
a
it.
big lighter.
In my head, I can't do it.
I'd listen to that album. Just saying.
I just really want to just not give a shit
really
with this
wanna
one.
Probably sit
Album
where
of the
you're
century.
Yeah, no, I like it.
What?
Don't
What
change it
is-
until it starts, I guess.
Did you hear that story about how that cat in Bismarck got shot by a dart? It kept on hanging around his fence, and this drunk dude shot it with a dart, like a blowgun dart. And of course, like the owners were pissed about it, and the cops were called.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they ended up somehow finding him just sitting in his backyard. He's like, yeah, I fucking shot it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh gosh.
Just shoot someone's cat with a blow dart.
Yeah, like that's a fucked man. Like I can't even. Okay, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't somebody's cat. It was a squirrel. Somebody called the cops saying there was a squirrel acting erratically.
He just got shot with a dart.
Yeah, and some dude was just in his backyard, just fucking like killing things for fun in the middle of the city.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Say no fake
That's-
news,
that's-
son.
No, yeah, the Bismarck Tribune posted it. The guy that was shooting animals backyard with a blowgun dart.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Wow.
I just think being on like the 911 operator on the other side, you'd just be like, "Hey, what's the emergency?" You'd be like, "Yeah, there's a squirrel acting erratically."
Jesus Christ.
Cops show up in the.
Yeah.
And of course,
No, they
probably
wouldn't
thinking-
even show up.
No,
What are
they
you
did,
talking
they
about?
did. They showed up,
do
he got
because
arrested.
They're probably
I'm
thinking
pretty sure he
rabies.
got arrested.
They're probably thinking rabies when someone calls it something like that, and you want to get rid of that. But
Right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do respond to that.
there's just a squirrel with a fucking dart in it. See, that's the worst part. He didn't even kill the squirrel.
Reminds me of those kids back in middle school that would come back from like summer vacation. They'd be like, I taped a bunch of frogs to like M80s, and it'd be like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, there's that.
I used to shove firecrackers down the throats of toads and blow them up. I mean,
Really?
God damn.
yeah. If you shove like 5 of them in there, all you see is a
That's a
blood spot.
testament to how boring fucking Zap is, man.
Bingo right there.
That's
Blowing up toads with firecrackers.
I never did that.
Throw them in the air, see how far the parts go. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Reminds me of that video online where that guy has a frog tied up to like 18 helium balloons and just like pushes it off and it just soars off into space, man. Froggo goes to the moon. He died for science. Press F to pay respect.
That poor fucking frog.
And the entire time in the back of the video, it's playing like some like Earthbound theme or something. It's like in chiptune.
It's probably like ribbit.
Or there's a news.
Something bad happened.
There was this news article I watched. It was somewhere in California, I think. Somebody had tied a turtle to a bunch of balloons and just sent it off flying, and it got stuck in a tree somewhere.
So there's a turtle
just stuck in the fucking tree. And like they're giving an interview with the person that called it in, and you're just like, yeah, we're just sitting there looking so sad, waving its arms and legs around, but it wasn't going nowhere.
It's just there, stuck in a tree.
Good God.
They're like, yeah, the turtle was okay. It just had an adventure.
Right, yeah.
It went flying.
Jesus. By the way, everybody listening, if you've literally made it this far, which I doubt, but what?
We're giving them gold.
I'm
Science
fucked
is
up,
an amazing
but
time.
if you've made it this far, we're basically just winging it, and we're getting super trash. So
I'm staying moderately okay for once, so I don't talk about
yeah, he's
communism.
good.
Speaking of the Bismarck Tribune,
but we're
this
having
is from
fun.
many years ago, actually.
Did you
So
work there?
just enjoy and have a good
This was
time.
just in the paper one time.
Grab a
I still have
beer and just enjoy.
And to be fair, they
Life.
did do an apology the next day.
Okay, I'm good.
Which one?
Hey,
Read the bottom.
with a
Read
killer,
the caption of the picture.
Killer.
Oh,
Is that off?
Keep an eye out for fucks.
It's running.
I remember this.
You know, I saved it. I cut
Is that you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you
I
just
wasn't
saved the thing?
Yeah, I just caught it.
Keep an eye out for fucks.
Keep an eye out for fucks. Not ducks. The Bismarck Tribune with this picture.
Oh yeah,
Keep
I
an
got
eye
that
out for
saved on
fucks.
my phone.
Yep.
That was
I still have the article.
That made me giggle.
I should have.
It's the little things in life.
I should have
man.
saved the apology letter that was in the next.
It's hard to edit like a daily publication.
I bet.
Imagine editing a podcast a day, but like fully editing, like cutting out all the bullshit.
Yeah, but
every
the best thing
single
about
fucking
my
day.
podcast is I rarely cut anything now.
I noticed that.
Yeah. After I got rid of Dan, after Dan,
I like
left,
when I listened to mine, I was like,
after
damn,
Dan
you didn't
left,
put a lot of that.
I just
Yeah, the
I
last
didn't know
one was,
how to do
interesting.
that, and
Glad I was involved with that.
Dan's just done for a while.
ever.
What's he doing nowadays?
Oh,
I haven't talked to that cat.
Well, I
forever.
meant by ever, I mean he just doesn't want to work on it, and that's cool.
That'll happen. Beela's a depressing place. It's
Yeah,
hard to wanna
he
do
wants to
anything.
focus on his album, which I get completely too. So
Yeah, I heard he's working on another one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
that's what they're doing tonight. Otherwise, Jordan would have been here too, which would have been fun as fuck too.
Jordan.
As Slinger.
Dan
Mr.
actually would have
Slinger.
come if he didn't have to work.
Yeah, that would have been fucking fun.
Dan
too.
would have come if he didn't have to work.
Yeah, no way.
He had to work
Damn.
too.
That would have been fun as fuck. I don't know. Like I said, this is just fun hanging out with everybody I enjoy. You know, it's fun.
You're fun.
You're fun. You're fun nerd.
Fun.
Bunch of fun people around here.
Uh,
Fun.
I think I need another beer. How you doing, Charles?
Should I grab you one?
I'm full.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm relaxed.
Play a
I'm
little
ready for more
music.
tequila.
We're gonna chill.
What do you want?
I like tequila because
Damn.
Give me a
I'm
Guinness.
just staying on the tequila road right now.
I
I don't think anything else is a good idea.
the first time I ever tested it,
Yeah.
I decided to do a half marathon, and the whole time, it was holy shit. The whole
I
time.
almost died.
That was awesome. That was better than the fucking champagne bottles. I almost died.
Fucking hit me right in the nose.
Well, speaking of that,
the first
we
time
got
I
another
tried,
bottle of champagne to drink.
To train
Oh,
for a
that's
half
true.
marathon.
Well, let's
I
get
only
her
drank
going.
water.
I got it.
And
You
a shot of Patron.
fucking relax.
Dude, I'm fat. I gotta get
For
into
3
the
months.
birthday.
You
Clearly
relax.
sounded drunk.
I gotta fucking.
Drop
What
that.
was that?
Yeah, sure. Was that my phone?
Who's
Oh
the
yeah, that's what my
Shut up.
phone
See,
was.
this is the good shit. Save the best for last.
Oh my god, you broke my screen.
You broke her phone? Wow, what a dick.
Did you break my screen?
I know it's your birthday, but you don't have to
Nope.
smash her phone.
I'm
Wow,
just kidding.
dude.
It was totally.
You smashed her
That was the
shit?
worst- That was the worst try.
Oh my
ever.
god, you broke it.
Fucking dick.
I mean, I'm just kidding.
There you go, boss.
My phone's
Happy
getting close to
birthday.
a year old now. It can break. I don't care. They're
Right.
useless.
I ain't letting one.
Those smokies were good.
Bomb.
Now I just want pizza.
Were they pretty smoky?
Right, dude. Me and Charles are probably gonna go either. What do you say? Either Perkins or T-Bell. We're crashing near there.
Have to
so.
have to think about that.
Right.
I'll play another song if there's one you
Pizza.
want to hear.
Pizza
Dude,
Hut.
play music.
Pizza Hut.
Go for it.
Pizza
Kind of
Hut.
missed when I was working at Subway. My buddy, he went.
Did I show you that Bismarck Chili's page?
Taco Bell.
I invite you to like that.
Be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
right,
I'm
liked
going
it,
on
so I
break
see
now."
all
As
that
the manager,
shit.
I'm on break, whatever.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's
I worked
me.
at Subway.
I'm really bored.
I love it. I love the fucking.
Chili's
recipe.
Bismarck.
I'm like,
What about
Bismarck Chili's.
Bismarck
Oh, it's a
Chili's?
page I manage. I'm general manager of Bismarck Chili's.
What?
There is
What am I
Bismarck
looking at?
Chili's.
Bismarck
that's the
Chili's.
point.
There is no Chili's here.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
point.
but look it up on Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm GM of it.
There you go.
You're a fucking weird kid, Skyler.
It's beautiful. Bismarck.
Yeah, and then scroll all the way to the bottom and then just keep going up from there. It shouldn't take long. It should take like
Jesus,
a minute to
Lucas.
get all the way to the bottom. There's only
You
14
sad
hours.
minutes.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, 1 hour. Bismarck Chili's.
Yeah, you are.
Yep, Chili's Bismarck. I'm GM.
Way to go!
It's a good time. Just trust me. Go all the way.
Should I like change my status to working at Chili's?
You can totally do it. Yeah, scroll all the way to the bottom. It's a fucking good time.
Now I gotta learn how to use Facebook.
Jack Rabbit Slims. Okay.
Why don't you tell them about your page?
Oh,
Rabbit.
I haven't pitched that in a minute.
Yeah, why don't you tell
Jeez.
us?
Save the tomatoes, everyone.
Oh, you can skip that one. That one just be
Trying to
ranting
sound
being
serious.
pissed.
Oh,
I know,
no.
right?
Bismarck Chili's let everybody know.
It's like you're fucking.
Look that up on Facebook.
This is
Like
going
since
on.
fucking when?
A buddy at work, one night at work, literally just created this page with his phone.
Oh
in
my
5
god.
My favorite one on there is like it goes about. It's a
more
couple
ketchup.
posts
No
long,
more.
but it goes on like an
This is what
investigative story
happens
into
at restaurants.
Chili's
This is what
Bismarck
happens.
trying to explain why. Trying to explain that they know somebody's been pooping in the urinal and they've narrowed it down to what time somebody's been pooping in the urinal and they're investigating security cameras to see who did it. And there's like a 1 out of 3 chance that they might be like looking for a new server in the near future. And then next thing you know, like one of the new servers becomes employee of the month, and the very next post is like, we're so heartbroken to announce that Brad, our employee of the month, was also the Phantom Pooper. We have no animosity towards him, but his social security number is as follows.
Can I go Brad? Like, Brad as in Brad's wife?
No.
Cracker Barrel? Brad's wife got fired from Cracker Barrel for poor hygiene.
So it's only one would assume that the other might just be pooping in the urinal.
That's what I'm saying. They're probably
We're
related.
going to fucking roll with it.
Probably fucking. They're in cahoots.
I don't know what I want to play. I don't know any of my songs.
Do you want to play with
You don't know any of your songs? This is not as good as LSD.
Ooh, let me try those out.
you say that on the radio?
Dude, don't look at these fucking things on the wall. They made me feel queasy, like my stomach hurts.
Oh, that's a good time.
Right?
Yes.
It was trippy as fuck.
He'll say
losing my
Pictures to it.
equilibrium. It was weird.
Yeah, that makes me feel really dizzy.
Right?
Yeah, I handled it for a while, and then afterwards I was like,
good on you.
I don't like this
I
anymore.
mean, it's cool. If I wasn't like hammered, it'd be cool.
Moscato? Anyone?
Oh yes.
No.
Oh, it's
Mas tequila. And
All right, we're passing
I
around
don't
the
do
whole entire circle.
Okay.
No, I won't do it.
That set I did. My
I still
YouTube
gotta
clip,
drive tonight,
I'm putting
so
on
I'm
a
cold.
release tequila. I'm putting a couple
I
songs.
can buy you an
can't
Uber
get
Eats
out
to
of
bring
it.
it.
He's screaming
Tequila
along
just
something
doesn't
like
like
me,
me,
but I
but I
mean.
Nice. Right? Yeah, you can't.
Well, they
get
were
out
when
of
you
it.
guys went upstairs.
Trevor's
You
at
guys
that
sat in that one, so I sat in that one. I was like, oh my god.
When only the artist showed up, that was a weird
He
show.
put his
I was
lights
just
in too though, like he just
Yeah, we both did. Well, cause he was like way lower, and I was like, I can get that low.
How low?
Yeah, they're sweet.
Very interesting.
Tequila hates me. You got this.
It's way smoother than you're gonna think it is. This good tequila.
Yeah,
You don't even have to
took a
take a
double
like
full.
big rip of it. Just take a baby
Nah,
rip.
I gotta drive.
Just feel it on your
You
lips.
already got a bottle in your hand.
So
Feel it on your lips. Everybody's doing it.
I've got to drive. You
Could I
know,
see
there's
your
already
phone
like
quick?
killed a six-pack.
Can I see your phone quick?
Yeah, what do you
See,
want?
that's
Just
good.
Google up.
I'm good.
Forgot my name. Barefoot
Crazy,
Surrounded.
savage.
That is pretty good though.
Oh, do you want me to use guitar
That's
keys?
delicious.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That
on.
is-
all
I
the
just
guitar
want it
logos.
tattooed on me. Chicken.
I love tequila.
Let's
What
go
was
to
it?
that one.
Skeleton riding it.
Chicken
Barefoot
riding
Surrounded.
skeleton.
Forgot my name.
I think it's beautiful. It could be a great tattoo.
Yeah, isn't that sweet? Hell yeah.
What?
Hardcore.
So my phone doesn't have
Fried
a little-
chicken.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
It's
dude,
different
check
like
that
all
out.
the time. That's
Really?
what's cool.
So I can
There's
message
different
you
colors
right
of it too. Like they obviously have like a Cuervo version of it and stuff like that, and they all have
Yeah,
different art on
good.
it.
Okay.
They're sweet.
Good.
Is it really that obvious?
Really? I didn't take his birthday.
It'll auto scroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his podcast. He's making
What's up?
everybody else
Sounds
get drunk.
And I was smiling, and the sun was shining. I found a reason to go on, Is it wrong, or will this depress you? Will you sing along? Well, then I cried. Birmingham. you right on there? It was okay. It got a little fast.
Was
It's a really slow ass song.
Oh, it's okay. No, that's
Natalie had to just cruise it. Like
40 decibels.
I had it halfway
With the
down.
sound bar.
You even
Just
had
for
it at.
fun, I
Is
decided
that
to do
times
that.
Really?
I'm a
You
loud
actually
boy.
did?
40
There's some
maximum
songs I put
sound.
like.
I'm a
did you
loud
do
boy.
that?
I'm sorry.
It's just an app.
Jesus Christ.
Say I'm a loud
We're in a
boy.
house. If we
40
were in an
decibels
apartment,
for
I'd
that
feel
song.
different. But we're in a
I
house.
throw shows in
Right.
my basement.
Yeah,
It's a
I know.
fucking
Well,
good
that's we're in
time.
a basement. We have really good acoustics in this basement.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when you first started singing over there, I was like, dude, it sounds really fucking good down here.
It does.
Lucas's turn.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I got one. Never mind.
Luke's your
Well, let's
only
talk
one.
for a minute. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing right now?
I'm doing pretty okay. Where's the
Is
tequila?
everybody still level-headed? Or
It's
are they
feeling all
losing their
right.
minds? Yeah.
It's feeling all right.
Right, I sing and then I'm like, give me tequila. I go right up to the
I
bar.
feel like skydiving.
Do you?
Moss Tekla. Shit, I'll drink Durango. I'm a
I don't know if
dirty
I
That's
could.
bitch.
kind of fun right now.
Durango.
Just hanging out in the
Maybe
sky.
next year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
Next birthday.
I am a dirty
I don't know if I
bitch.
could. I have a fear of heights, but I have no fear of flying.
Yeah, like,
because
we're
guys
passing
were
around the
all
wine
I
about
like
it.
how you're like, oh, I'm joining you.
Pass around the wine.
And I love
Somebody
it.
had the
Just
nerve
like,
on the
yeah,
party
yeah,
at
no,
Saturday
no,
to
it's
bring a
cool.
bottle of
I like
Durango.
that. Alright, Charles, you're jumping out of the plane.
Natalie Schuyler Show.
Oh,
Scott already said we're in
waiting
charge.
for
She
it.
said we're in charge like 40
I
minutes ago.
figured
There it
you were
is.
calling
Should
us
we
He
out.
already knew he was pretty drunk. So now Natalie and
So
Skyler.
should we get
are-
hammered
Don't
enough to
worry
fall
about
asleep
it.
during his
Like
own
I said,
podcast?
I hang out with him now and everything, so still help me out. He said I just
Scott
have to
is
start using
feeling pretty good
alcohol
right
too.
now. He's drinking a Guinness.
I told him no.
You know, he's got his hand over his
I was
face.
like, I don't want to.
So you
He's
can't
half
see my
sleeping. He's
grin
very
right now.
happy.
I don't want to.
He's feeling pretty good on his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Fuck you guys.
Our main goal is to get you to like get passed out
26,
drunk
yep.
during your
We'll
own
go
We're
podcast.
gonna make Scott pass
That
out
will
during his
not
birthday.
happen. It's
Yes.
not possible. I'm trained now.
As I slip a roof.
Why are your eyes
I'm
closed then?
trained in this because I'm focusing.
Lucas.
Yes.
I had to laugh that one.
Is that what you want to call it?
That's the best
Oh my
answer ever.
Or my grandpa, you feel like I'm not taking a nap, I'm resting my eyes.
Where's my champagne?
I remember going to
There's
church
wine.
from
Here's your
Zaptavilla,
champagne.
very
I
simple.
think your champagne's
On
not-
Sundays
oh,
with my
yeah.
grandma.
Oh,
No
hey.
smoking, driving back.
No
behind.
smoking
in
You
the
think
champagne
it
room.
ended up?
No.
There's the champagne right there.
Is there
The
any
white
left?
stuff.
So you just ignore it.
White gin.
Oh, I'm not drinking that. Hey,
You chicken.
I gotta be semi-responsible. Like, we gotta make it at least to the company.
Like
I don't
Optimus
work
So,
Prime.
so,
like,
Optimus Prime.
We'll get you.
Like,
That's weird.
We'll be
I'd
alright.
love to just hang
Oh
out.
no,
there.
I'll find
When I
it.
worked at that
Scott,
dollar
why
store,
did
how I
you
told you,
take
We're all fine.
me or Beth would come in almost every.
We're trying to
anytime
get
there was chicken wild rice
Charles's
or beer cheese soup.
Oh, I missed it.
ringtone.
We would for
Beer
sure
cheese
always
is
come
so
out.
good.
Go up really
Oh,
loud.
It's so
and,
salty,
like,
though.
be a creepy little
It's okay,
boy.
sometimes it's
like,
perfect,
Yeah, I
sometimes
got
it's
that
not.
one.
At night,
But
at
nobody
night
can
when
hear it
it's
'cause everybody's
the end of
loud as
Sunday,
fuck.
you get to take anything that's left over home.
Right?
Yeah, it didn't work.
When it comes to like the
Yeah,
soups and
we're
stuff. So yeah, I fucking walk
No,
away
dude,
40
right.
decibels things full. It's
Oh my
bomb.
god, that's amazing.
I feel like
Yeah,
we
two
were
giant
louder
to-go
than
cups
40.
are full.
Oh yeah.
Is that
That's
absolute or
awesome.
deltoidating?
Okay.
This has been fucking fun. Definitely
Are we
fucking
in Colorado? I'm pretty sure we're in Colorado right now.
Yeah, we
But anyway, about that.
We're in a
We're
basement, so that's
back
good.
in
We're in Boulder.
We're
We're
in
in
Boulder.
Boulder, Colorado. Calling you.
Anybody got a pen and like a paper?
Sweeping on an acoustic is the
Write that
hardest
down.
thing
Is
on
it
earth.
terrible
Doing
when the
what?
first
I've
place
got
my head
both.
goes is there?
What are you doing?
Pen.
It's sweeping. Yeah, it's just sweeping. It's hard as shit to do on an acoustic
Oh,
though.
sweeping.
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah.
So it,
It's
yeah,
like,
you
what
just
are you
sweep
talking
down.
about?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, just-
Do you have a piece of paper and a pen?
Yeah, I could about imagine.
Somewhere.
Or actually,
I have to go
I
around.
think I have a note program. I can just put it in there.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a note program on your phone, to be honest. But
That's pretty cool. I never seen anybody do that before.
Or just send a message to that group.
It's quiet as shit.
We'll hook it up to an app. Just kidding.
That'll work.
It still sounds like shit over Newt.
Right?
Actually, that'll work great.
that's so tough,
Maybe.
though, just to have
We'll see.
that muscle control.
We're ready for this.
Oh, do we go to that?
Just guitar in general, but
That's weird.
True. Dude, Dennis.
I don't think I've
It's so
ever.
much fun though when you like get to the point where you're comfortable with it.
Slam
in the
I'll
confidence.
just have certain days. I'll have certain days where my pinky will cramp. I'm I'm like,
You can eat it.
Dude, this is what I did, Natalie. I mentally stopped using this.
Yeah, they have veggie patties.
Did you really?
Yep.
That finger will cramp. I think it's only these.
This is how I started. I started playing power chords with my pinky instead of this finger. And then I moved on to more complicated, like, you know, backings and shit.
I'm gonna play this.
So.
You're gonna play it?
No, not yet. 'Cause I'm gonna play this
I don't
first.
know. Guitars are tough. I think guitars probably one of the
But
hardest.
that's how I
It's like,
string
I'm gonna
piano.
Piano's the worst.
I disagree. Piano
Piano's a bitch.
That's what's so hard about it.
I'm just
I
gonna
know,
make you
it's
play.
terrible.
I started
I'm
on guitar and then
constricted.
I bought a piano and it was so much nicer. Like everything was just
I'm good on that for now, man.
in order.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm constricted on a guitar, so guitar makes sense to me. Like I have a set format in. When it comes to piano, it's just like all out there, and it's like a whole new world, and it's like.
The percussion.
Hey, that's a good amount of time.
I don't know. I guess it.
Actually, I should just say everything after 209, listen to and edit.
Percussion as in like bass and.
Everything after about an hour and a half to eat.
I only know this
No.
formula music.
See, I learned how to edit finally, so we're golden.
It's terrible.
But seriously though, what does it say on there so I can send it?
I'm not gonna sing it. I just want to play it.
211.
Gosh, is that gross?
Oh, it's
Oh,
metal,
at
but
least
it's
they're
gross. I
closer
can't
to
look
it.
at it for too long without getting like, I don't want to anymore.
And sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, God damn it, I can't believe that happened. Like, this is the first guitar that I actually, like, kind of, like, it's not even that expensive of a guitar, but I spent, you know, I said, okay, I'm gonna spend money on this one. Then that happened, and I was like, that's so gross.
Foreman.
Yeah. Oh. Awesome.
Guy.
Oh, wait.
Dude.
Which one are you looking at? Which one do you like?
Now.
Huh?
Which one do you enjoy looking at?
The tapestries?
Yeah.
All of them.
Oh, it's cool. I like the coloring on that one.
Yeah, with that it seems like this is the most three-dimensional, but that one has the most dimension.
Well, that one's actually moving, so.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He's talking about the vent.
No, it's kind of weird looking. It's moving. I think the heater must be behind there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I think I'd be a little worried.
Jesus. Everybody listening, I can't believe you made it this far. But you have, so we're just taking you on a journey.
We're just not awesome people like that.
A journey into,
I'll be really surprised if anyone else makes it this far listening.
Right?
They'll be like,
They
what
gotta
the
be
hell
in the
is
same
this?
mindset we are.
I know one person that will listen to the whole thing. He's listening to everyone.
I know, I love it. Great,
Mr. George.
great supporter, I love it.
Mr.
Shout out.
Joe Walsh?
No, George. George.
It's like Joe Walsh is cool as fuck.
I don't know, man. I like doing this shit. It's fun. Not gonna lie.
What'd you like?
Just one more shot.
I think the bod.
Just to
This
get
little metal thing.
the phone to go. Yeah.
I think the cast is just about dead for the night, ain't it?
You tired out, bruh?
No, I just think we honestly like quit like 30 minutes ago, but we've just been still going.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was thinking about having probably one more beer. Wouldn't you say, Charles?
Whatever you.
We can go get some.
Wouldn't you agree, Charles? Yes,
Oh, come
yes,
on.
What say you, Charles?
Charles is in. I'm in. Fuck yeah.
Why
Dude,
couldn't
bro.
Stevie
I
Wonder
have one more beer.
see his friends?
Nice. And
Why?
Plus, we still
'Cause he
got
was married.
all the champagne. I need another beer. I think. What? Nope. This is full.
Why is it going back this way?
I don't fucking.
I was like, I just had it.
We'll do reverse direction.
Perfect.
Oh shit.
Where the fuck
Charles,
did you
we
get
should
that
go to
hat?
Walmart and like go
What?
ride around.
At work today?
Promotional?
Yeah, I had a Christmas hat on, but yeah, my boss had it from last
Okay.
year, and he was like, "Yeah, I hid those last year," and I was like,
show mine.
"I am taking
We're
one of
gonna get
these
arrested.
because we're gonna give them away as door prize." And I
I've
was
been
like,
arrested
"I'm
before.
taking
It's a
this
nice
one."
vacation.
Thank you. I didn't even realize
Right?
it now.
Oh, it's awesome.
Actually, no, that's about it. I wish I was younger. Pretty cool. Like a day.
I wish I was a baller.
We had this discussion.
I wasn't listening. Crazy.
It's common, like, it's not gonna kill us.
Okay.
There's no carcinogens in this.
I trust. Surgical steel.
I can't actually
Intermission.
I don't know.
a brief intermission.
So what
Remember
is the
when we
best
said we were gonna
affordable
make Scott
tequila?
fall asleep? It's close. What?
Best for Tito's.
Tito's
Alright.
vodka.
Spider
Oh,
What's the best kind of tequila?
What's the best affordable tequila?
Oh, I don't
no
know.
idea.
This one's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah,
This
What's
stuff.
the
You're
most
done.
commonly
I'm not the
guys?
world's biggest
Cabo
fan of
Wabo.
tequila, but
Cabo
that's
Wabo?
pretty good.
I've never heard of that.
Phillips?
That's good shit.
Wait, tequila you said?
Tequila,
Have you guys ever tried that tequila
Jose.
rose?
Jose.
Yeah, tequila rose.
Yeah,
and
that
hot
green,
jam,
that
and
strawberry
pussy.
cream shit.
Charles, I
Strawberry.
puked on a Beulah back road in the fucking ditches from drinking too much tequila
I
rose.
was just like, pretty sure it was the
I've
vanilla
got
that
it.
I
Along
liked.
with the
I
girl
didn't
I
like
was
the strawberry
with.
or whatever.
Like we both with you, okay?
The shit my parents sometimes.
Because it's so bad. We chug it to get drunk.
I've only done like
My
a
favorite
round, like
winter
shot of
drink.
yeah that.
I literally
Yeah,
poured
My favorite
that.
winter drink, honestly, Bailey's hot chocolate.
Yes.
That's the
Scotty.
shit.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
would do that
God.
like waking up in the morning camping. We just
I can't even see
we got at the
there we
drink.
go.
I got to meet with
No,
our
Don't worry.
liquor rep,
Refocus.
and we came up with a
I
hot
think
coffee,
that's the
Nah,
chocolate,
we're
or
alright.
I think
hot
that's
chocolate
really-
and cider.
That's not a vodka.
I know.
I know you're
It's
good.
a
Yeah.
tequila.
We're,
It's a spice
yes,
rum.
it's a spice rum.
Damn it.
It's just I'm feeling.
What fucking time is this?
Yeah, we're about done, bro.
It's almost 10.
I'm feeling it too. So it's been awesome. I've had so much fun tonight. It's
John,
cool as
stop.
fuck.
Who knows how to play Happy Birthday?
If you could,
No.
if you could go back in time and kill
Well, if
one
you could
person,
play it, I
who
would
would it
be. I mean, I think we all should sing it.
Can you sing it?
Probably not well, but.
Who'd you
I'll
kill,
give it- I'll
Lucas?
give it a go.
I won't know.
be? If you could go back in time and kill one person,
There
who
you
would
go.
it be?
There's
I would
another
definitely
thing,
go time.
yep. Or not.
Back in time. I'd just do it now.
Who'd you get rid of?
I was like,
Okay, go back in time and kill any person, Scott. Who's gonna be?
Okay, we should
You
really
can kill
do,
baby
though,
Hitler.
before I leave, like 20 minutes of just intense shit of like craziness. What was that? What was your question?
You can go back in time and kill anybody.
Okay,
Who's
this
it
is-
gonna
I like
be?
this.
Who's it gonna be?
What?
Back in time.
oh god, my first thought went racist on this.
Whoever like in my family, like my descendants, like fucked an idiot, like
On a
someone
podcast
who's
of
like
mine.
just super fucked up.
Can we do a little
Because I
smoking
feel
this?
like
That half
all
shell
the
is missing.
time
But yeah, I can still smoke
I
that.
got
It's your
idiots in
birthday.
my family, and I'm like, where does that come from? I wonder.
Even though it's pretty much gone.
Some
That
fucking
one idiot.
Oh, it's still
yeah,
going.
that one idiot.
That one
Natalie,
idiot.
that one
Who
idiot.
did you kill?
Yeah, way back
Go
then.
back in time, get rid
Way
of
back
anybody.
then.
Like, do they have to be close to me or anyone?
Well, Scott, I
Anyone
got Bobby
at all,
on
period.
speakerphone.
Like,
Bobby!
I couldn't say because he's still
Baby Hitler.
alive, and I'm
I
like,
love
what
you.
I get rid of.
Where are you?
Who? What I
Where are you?
Who would I get rid of? Do you want to know who I would get rid of?
Am I picking you up?
Is it one person or 32?
One person.
No, Peyton.
See, for me, it'd be
picked me up and
Obama,
he's
but
like,
I am
I
from
go
the
to
South.
work in the morning.
Oh,
I need you to
boy.
pick up,
yikes.
That's a bold statement.
Yikes, you could have killed Hitler.
I swear to God.
When we led
Here
you
we
first
go.
name.
That
everybody's
is racist.
fine
I was
with
waiting.
Hitler.
I was
Like,
waiting
which,
for this
like,
one.
tribal
South Carolina
right?
supported
Yeah.
Hitler.
The only reason?
I'll
The
send
only
you
reason
away.
is because
Lying.
I'll get
they were
dark.
picking him that wrote a book about how
No, it was
they thought
yesterday.
religion should be.
Oh no.
And then they wrote how like
Why would we
it's
have
still
to wait?
better
Better than
and they
anything
tried to
I
put it
said.
in a university in England.
I told you
That
I'd make
is
tacos
true.
first,
Monks,
fool.
That is
both of them
true.
wrote a book
That's very
about
true.
how
I know.
witches are this and this
Alright.
blah
Jesus.
in this university. Or
saw
Last one,
And
everyone was
I
scared.
read this
Alright.
in a book.
I saw
scared
him
to say
post
it,
that.
say
I was
it.
like,
I gotta
oh, there it is.
It's not
So
Hitler.
these two monks
It's
wanted it in the
probably
university.
J.D.
None of the
Rockefeller.
professors wanted anything to do with it because everything with all that
Yeah,
was
would-
positive
yeah.
and there was no evil.
Well, hey,
Everybody like
But anyway,
there just was
um,
never an evil.
What do Dale Earnhardt and Pink Floyd have in
No one ever
common?
believed in
Common.
good or evil at that point in time.
Their last big hit was The Wall.
It was just always like.
No,
You know, like
that's a dangerous
witchcraft back
joke.
then was like.
There's a
like,
lot of
helping
NASCAR
cross,
Charles,
fans. Easier
helping
for
Charles
this,
said
helping
it.
this, and 2 months.
I had nothing to do with that one. Okay.
Okay, so
That's
yeah,
terrible.
how
All
would
right,
you do-
everybody,
listeners wanted
everybody.
nothing to do with it?
I think we should wrap
Those
that
Charles
up where
forged
it's
the
at.
signature? Or
Natalie,
listed.
we're gonna wrap this
One
up.
of
So,
them
what
listed.
shows do you got coming up? You got any upcoming shows?
I feel like I'm put on the spot.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, definitely 2 in
So about to
December. I don't
finish
know
this.
certain dates. Probably December 7th for sure at the drink.
Okay.
I know of that one. New Year's. Gonna be there on New Year's. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be. Let's see. I'm actually going to be playing at the Belle Mayhew's December 21st for Toys and Tots.
That one.
It's a charity.
Nice.
It's charity for Toys and Tots on December 21st. There's like 5 of us. I know Will Dakota's gonna be there, and what is the oh, I don't want to say it wrong. I feel bad if I say it wrong. It's some like Brothers in Town. It's like it starts with an M. I know I've met them before. Yeah, but there's like 5 of us who are gonna be at the Belle Mayhew's for Toys for Tots.
Cool. And then Skye, what do you got going on?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saving up money, trying to record, going to
Bomb. Love it. I've always wanted to do
Just
that.
cut that.
No, I've always wanted to do that. Skye, I love you. It's really fucked up, man.
What's
It's all
fucked up?
good. I thought that was hilarious. I hope you did too.
Just cut
But anyway, you don't have any shows coming up?
Not that I know of. I might get something planned or something or another. I don't really focus too hard on shows while I'm in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if somebody asks me to play, I usually say yes, but...
Right, you're just working on new music.
Yeah, I'm just fucking
Okay.
chilling for a while.
Right
I played like 30 shows in a period of a month for a second there, so now I've just been on like months of vacation.
Just like,
Dope. Lucas, you got any shows coming up?
Not that I'm playing, but I'm promoting and doing sound for a handful of them. This coming up here, the 30th of November, Kilo G at Rock Point.
yeah.
It's gonna be sweet. And then December 1st, Hairball's playing at the Civic Center. I'm gonna be working that.
Are you going to be?
Yeah.
That's exciting. What are you doing?
That's cool.
Just sound.
Are you really?
Yep.
What the
It's just some tech.
monkeys?
Yep, it'll be fun. Have you ever seen Hairball?
I'm going. Well, this is gonna be the second time I've ever seen them. I think I went to them when I was like 19.
Nice.
A long time.
I've seen it like every year in Beulah, and it's so annoying.
Hairball?
I'm kidding. They're fun as fuck.
No, Hairball doesn't.
It's a-
Does Hairball
Hairball
go?
gets
I don't
super
think Hairball
fucking
goes to
hammered.
Beulah.
It's a good time. Like,
Maybe
I've been
I'll
up there with them.
I'll
like
be-
it's
I'll
fun.
think she's
It's a
gonna be
good
there.
time. You get fucking drunk. You just fucking rock out. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good show. They got pyro. and-
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's super nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know, and if you like get over the fact that they are kind of ripping off everything,
Yeah.
you get
It's
over
a
that.
tribute
You're
band.
just like,
No, honestly-
well, it's
Honestly,
Tribute
they're
bands are
proving
the
that they
Yep,
can
yep,
play
exactly.
they
But some
can
people
play
have problems with that,
everything.
you know?
Not that, but like some tribute bands, like
Right.
at least like Hairball, like they go all over the place. It's 'cause
well,
they can play
yeah, and it's like
everything, which
how
is
many
pretty freaking
Beatles
sweet.
tribute bands are there in like Vegas alone?
300.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
like, just in Vegas.
yeah.
For real.
That and Elvis impersonators. How crazy! What a fucking craziness!
We
that
should
Michael
do
is.
that
Jackson
sometime.
impersonators. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Michael Jackson
Just be an Elvis
impersonators
impersonator
and
for a day,
Elvis
just to see what the
impersonators.
life
Can I
is
do
like.
someone else?
Dude,
I feel
you
like
know
that's
how
an
many of
experience
those
worth
people
having.
are in Vegas
Elvis
alone?
impersonations.
Those
Yeah.
two characters?
Just dressing up for a
Hundreds,
day.
I bet. All over the place. I bet that'd be crazy.
Because I feel
they
like
probably
that's
have
rock
a
bottom.
union.
Flick your pick at you.
Don't do it.
When I was in Vegas,
That's
I watched
rock
Mario and
bottom. It's all
Bowser
over
fight in
there.
the middle of the street.
That's
Elvis
cool.
impersonator, that's
But they probably have like
That's
a,
like
a
below the
union
block.
for them to negotiate prices.
The
Good
Elvis
job.
impersonator union.
Yeah, there's so many people.
I just don't know the life
You know-
decisions.
you know
yet.
There's a
20%.
2-hour training school. You
Elvis
can
impersonator.
You just offered me 20% below the going Elvis impersonator rate.
Unless you really grew up on Elvis.
You gotta go buy the book, man.
They're all
We
super.
unionized for
They all
this.
dress as super late era Elvis.
We worked too damn hard.
Nobody dresses
You
like
actually
early
like
Elvis.
dress
Oh,
like
how
them
did
and
this out
then
here?
do all of these like. I just kind of go all over the place because it's like, well, I really liked that song when I was in there. This song was really awesome. This one made me feel all the feels.
And if anyone's offended by that, I just feel bad for you.
Wow. I missed something.
I don't.
No, I just
know what
randomly
just
threw that in there
happened
to
either.
bring everyone back to a collective conversation.
Did it work?
No. Kinda. We all shut up.
Yeah, we're all talking about
Alright.
the fact I said something.
I missed it.
Yeah, we all shit out.
It was terrible.
Alright.
Heading out.
You got poop?
I'm gonna give you a head.
Well, anyway. Yeah, let's head out. Thank you guys. This has
Happy
been
birthday.
a blast. It was super fun.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah,
Happy
it's been a fun
28th.
birthday.
Happy 35th birthday.
Anyway, if you're
Happy
listening,
87th birthday.
is that what it is now?
You're 87.
You guys never did that, by the way.
No, we
What?
were for a while actually.
Were you?
It was working.
Was
Yeah, I
just
said
ignoring you?
21, and then later I said it again. You were like, "No, I'm not that young."
26.
And you took me serious, and I was like, "No."
22.
Jesus.
No, but in all seriousness, you're over the hill now, man. 41 years old.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I still look great. But,
You don't look a
Besides
day
me,
over
brown
28.
hair.
No.
anyway, thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and I had a blast for my birthday. Sweet. Now I gotta make my way all the way to the computer.
Blasty
That means we're still recording.
Oh yeah.
Blasty blast on the podcast.
It's been fun. Wait, what? What the fuck was that?
Had a blasty
Someone make
blast
cricket
on
noises.
the podcast.
Sorry, I was trying to do the Halo theme, but that didn't work out the way I thought it was gonna. You guys made it through the entire podcast. Congrats to you. If you didn't, and I'm just talking to myself right now, also congrats. It was a shit show, but you made it. There was a lot of editing done. I forgot to say this in the intro. So if things seemed out of whack, it's because I'm rusty, and I apologize. It won't happen again. But anyway, I also like to thank my sponsor, Many Visions Apparel. You guys are great. Thank you for being our first sponsor, and hopefully we keep being in business together. I mean, me and Bobby will keep being friends together forever. So, great things are happening for the podcast. I have some awesome guests coming up. Hopefully, I don't want to announce anything for sure yet. And I might be getting another job at the radio station in Beulah, which is sick. And the reason I'm saying that here instead of Facebook or anything is because I don't want it to get out. So if you actually made it this far, kudos to you. You know my secret. Jesus fuck Christ. I just got off work and I'm doing this outro like 2 weeks later. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. This is the Birds Fucking Cold Podcast. And I'm out.